Morning, guys. Morning, chat. How's it going? Oh, God, they're doing me dirty. They're doing me dirty. They're making me sit through their retail traps and doing the plays I want overnight. They're naughty, naughty people, these market makers. So we knew it was coming. Like I said, yesterday was likely to be a giant retail trap. Why? Because there's no reason for this market to move up. We are struggling to reclaim balance. And there we go. With that happening, they're going to sell pops. So unfortunately, I had to sit through all that nonsense yesterday and miss the overnight session because I live in Los Angeles. I do have to sleep at some point. So what we're seeing, let's go over it. Yesterday, held the lower Bollinger, held the 200-day, back to the mean. All right, you have to understand yesterday was an outlier day. Why was it an outlier day? That is a 2 sigma move from the 20-day down to the lower Bollinger Band and the 2 sigma up. So we did 4 standard deviations yesterday. We did a whole of week's rotation. Think about that. We did the whole week's rotation in one session, but we got stuck where? Big gamma level, 20-day, 50-day, couldn't get through it, and back down we go. Now we're cleaning up these lows, all right? So we've cleaned one level up. You can see the put support here. So it's 24,685, 24,480, 24,275. I imagine those are going to change, and we're going to start to see some putting down here, all right? Because we're going to start to lose these bids soon. Like I talked about, here is the main part of the balance, all right? You can see it here. We left this balance. We can't reclaim this balance. We're in a sell. We're in a rotation, but in a sell. So we're in a sell. We create liquidity. We fail to break out. We come back. This clue is like this, that we're going to move lower. We range again yesterday. We build more bulls into it, and we're now breaking down. So now anyone that's bought for the last 4 weeks is considerably out of the money. Anyone who bought yesterday became the retail trap for them to sell into to pair off the sell. And we are likely now to move lower, in my opinion. All right. That's just my opinion. That's what I'll be looking for. It's the same thing I've been looking for a while. Right, to clean up these lows. Once we clean up these lows, like I said, I think there's a bit of a liquidation break down to 24,000. If we get under 24, it gets very, very ugly, very, very quick this month. And this is what I was thinking for the end of Q1 and then maybe a bid up. Right, so we're getting close to those levels now. It can be said that every time we've come back down here, bulls have stepped in, but you know, we have some outlier events going on in the world which might cause black swan kind of moves. Now, what are those? Obviously the war, but you have to understand why. Okay, if they are going to have a prolonged war over there, we're going to have somewhat of an energy crisis. Okay, what does that mean? That means inflation's going to tick up. What does that mean? That means people can't afford to buy anything. And if you read the reports yesterday, delinquencies are very, very high. People missing payments on mortgages, on cars, on student loans, debt. It's not in a good place right now. It's looking very, very dangerous across the board. All right. So that all molded into one, potentially, I'm not going to say it has, potentially has a very, very bad effect on the market. All right. If we start pricing that in. So let's move up here and we can look at yesterday's range. All right. So this is current developing week. You can see overnight, all we did get this short, part of this short. Where was it? Somewhere in here. I don't know where it is now. Monday. Was it this short here? We got in the Discord. All right, but overnight, what have we done? Well, we were straight squeeze up. Guess what? We're getting the whole thing back. Surprise, surprise. All right, like I said, it would at least have to retest somewhere here and we'd see how it acts. Well, they didn't like the retest of there because the news is negative. All right, and now we're under this pivot. Think about this. We're under this pivot. We're looking to sell. The issue we've got now is where we're placed. All right, we're having to sell lows to go lower. It's not ideal, folks. All right, this is a swing traders market right now. All right, positioning yourself here for the liquidation break, back down to here, adding on pops for this liquidation break here is a swing traders market. So we're going to have to be careful. Right, ideally we get some form of liquidity build out here to sell into. Right, so we're going to be watching these levels here, these overnight levels. I can go into them on the top screen in a minute, but we're watching sort of 500s, 550s, and any retest up towards 600 and 630s. Ideally, it does it on a morning shove, right? Ideally, on a morning shove, we're going to see something like that, something like that, something like that to sell into for the rest of the day, all right? And we're going to be taking partials down into these daily levels. And if we get liquidation break, great. If we come up here, all right, and we start recovering these levels, I am not going to touch it. This is my rule. We're in a downtrend. I'm not going to touch anything that starts to reclaim. If we're reclaiming 7s and 8s, this thing can do what it wants. I will not trade the chop fest. I'm just going to ignore the whole thing. So I'm looking for downside pressure or nothing. If you guys want to trade the squeeze on re-triggers, it's a valid setup. It's just not a trade I'm looking for, right? So if we come and reclaim previous day levels, that can potentially be a trigger squeeze. I just won't be playing that, right? I'll be looking for the market to defend any of these levels. That's what I'm going to focus on. It doesn't mean you have to do the same. All right, moving down, if you want to make note of these intraday GEX levels, all right, these are probably going to change 15 minutes from the open, but you can see there's some support down here, 24,275. I'd love to get down into that and just below. I think we can trade and take out these pivots. And we'll see. We're in negative gamma unless we take out 25,000. I just can't see that happening today, but you know, who knows? If it's a dump to pump, if yesterday was a pump to dump and today's a dump, or overnight's been a dump to pump, you know, they did the same thing yesterday. They did the opposite way. We did the dump to pump. If they've done the dump to pump again today, right, your trigger long will be on a reclaim up here. All right, that will be the trigger. All right, so we're basing out here. I'm looking for a sort of 2-leg or a fail 2-leg to sell into. Your trigger long will be a reclaim of all of this. We'll see. We'll just have to see how we go at the open, folks. All right, let's get you into the lower time frames and a 5-minute. Let's move through the ES. All right, right hand side's just Globex session because I don't normally put that on, but we've done such a big move. I needed to mark out some of these kind of levels versus yesterday. Let's have a look at the ES. It's going to look fairly similar. All right, we're starting to lose. You can see we're starting to lose these daily pivots now, folks. All right, we're starting to lose the edge of this range. We can come and clean these up now. Let's put one of these on. Come and clean these up now towards 30s. There you go. So it's in a negative squeeze from 810 down to 710. There's a 100-point negative squeeze potential there on ES. And if we drop down further, 6610. And these are your intraday levels right now. So, you know, they're pricing in potential for that like complete collapse of the mid part of the range. If we think about this being a balance up here, we're leaving this balance and we're attacking this area here now. All right, so that's what I'd be looking for. We can clean that up, make it even easier when we go to the spiders. All right, so big old gap down on the SPY. It's pretty simple, isn't it? If SPY defends this level here, previous day low, initial balance low from yesterday, pre-market high, any defend of that or in front of that, we're looking for lower. We're looking to trade into 670, which I have marked out. All right, so that's what I'll be looking for SPY. Any rejection of 78 or under, even 75, you're looking to get to 70. Reclaim of 78, you're probably going to go to 80 and then have to see if they resell that gap or if they're going to do a gigantic squeeze. Qs is going to be the same story. You're going to see it across the board. Big gap down. Yesterday's pivot. All right, 600 is the big level. So do they lift into that and then sell? That's the big question. Or are we very heavy in the morning and we just continue to come down to these 590s? Reclaim of 600, I'd be very, very, very cautious on a reclaim of 600, just in case they want to do gap fill. All right, let's get through some of these Dixies you can see on the pump. All right, so starting to see that hedge swing the other way as gold starts to sell off. And I told you the one you do not want to be in is silver. All right, this is going to be failed follow through. We talked about it. All right, failure to follow through. This is all trap volume. I'm not going to put the volume in, but we're seeing downside pressure now. You did not want to be long up here on silver. I warned you all for the last few days. VIX starting to really get going. Remember, 35s is up there for VIX. We've talked about this upside channel for a while. This is very dangerous. Those in Discord will know. I noted when we do this, we normally see a spike. When we do this, we normally see a spike. When we do this, we normally see a spike. It might well be coming, folks. All right. It's very, very common when we go into a daily range, which is just grind up, grind up, grind up, grind up, grind up. It's very dangerous that we get this exposure up here. This up here will be a waterfall cascade market on the market. All right, go through the mag. All right, so gapping down here on Apple. You'd be watching previous day close here and 265. All right, any push into here, which is sold into this morning, downside pressure. Any push which is reclaimed, upside pressure. All right, very, very simple. So you're watching 265, 266.50 and 260. Those are your sort of pin levels here, here, and here. All right, rejection of there, come down bottom side of the range. Reclaim that potential squeeze. Market's still rolling over here. I'm going to miss some plays here if I'm not too careful. I need to hurry up. All right, Amazon, same kind of story. Here's your level from yesterday. All right, looking for a two-leg, failure into 205, probably. Reclaim 205, squeeze potential back up to 07s, maybe even gap fill, but sell side pressure under 205. Goog, same story. Big gap down. That's very, very heavy. All right, sell versus 300, covers 295, 290. See how low it can go. Very simple. Reclaim 300, previous day low into, what's that, 301s. Reclaim that, gap fill. Very unlikely right now. We're in big sell side pressure. Meta, same story, but we're watching this pre-market level from yesterday. All right, so maybe you get a range in Meta starting to develop here because it's done it before. But if we start to let go of 640 and take out pre-market lows from yesterday, this thing's going to get weak very quickly. Microsoft, you can see the same level we've had in for a while. All right, breakout, pull back and hold, breakout, pull back and hold. Does it trade under 90s? If so, we're going to take out these lows at 80s by the looks of it. Nvidia, all right, not good news overnight on Nvidia. Many of you might have seen the comments from Trump and limiting the amount of chips, etc., to China. So pump yesterday, give back. There's your pivot. We all know this is the level, right? Under 170, cascade time. All right, under 170 to cascade time. That's what you're looking at. And Tesla, same thing. Pump yesterday, giving it all back into the same level as yesterday. So 390s and under, 380s. Hold 390s, rotation 400. All right, so 10-point rotation here, or $10 rotation. Under this, $10 shove, and then negative squeeze for potentially 20-point downside. That's pretty much it, folks. I'm watching dips on Netflix right now. I would like this to come back to earth. I am already long in it in the 70s, but I'd like some pullback into this thin level for me to get into. We can see big walls up here, 100, 105. So I'm hoping we come pick me up before we do that. That's pretty much it. We can have a look at some of the wider names. Oracle just pinned in there, 10-point range. All right, so these are some of the weaker stocks. You're not seeing the downside pressure on those yet that we expected in software. Software starting to find a bit of a bid. AMD, you'll see sell side pressure given the news. There you go. So sell side pressure, AMD, break 190 and watch out below. And we can have a little look at some of these other ones like Hood, still holding its bid pretty well here, but developing a range. All right, not able to get through this range, so rotation in here until it decides. Like we said, we were long. I don't know where it was, somewhere down here, selling and just holding some to see if it reaccumulates or not. That's pretty much it, folks. We should look at UU and UNH. UU. All right, I'm still in this long, waiting to see if this is ready to go, especially now given the news. All right, looking for this move here. All right, so I'm positioned long here, looking for this move here. This is a swing move. UNH I trimmed a bit because it didn't do the move I wanted, but I'm still holding some. All bases sort of around here. I'm happy to sit in if it wants to get going. USAR, sorry, UNH, USAR. I don't know why I'm saying UNH. All right, the NQH in my head. Zoom in here. Let's see how we go this morning then, folks. Right, again, you're not going to need size today. All right, I expect volatility to be very high given that the VIX is so high up right now. You will not need size. VIX currently trading at 25s, 26s. All right, so any hold of 25 on VIX remains bullish on the VIX. And we're going to see downside pressure in the market if we hold that. QQQ 595, 600 your levels. And SPY, it's right at one now, 7.5s through that 80s and then see if they sell that. Get all my charts ready. There we go. All right, so looking to fade this market this morning, looking to sell pops. I would love it if you guys could smash that like button nice and early. I do have some good news. I've done a new deal with Lucid. So to start off, we are going to start doing one giveaway a week on Lucid. So we now have Apex and Lucid supporting the stream heavily. And I'll intend to get more of these prop firms. So the more likes we get, the more viewers we get, the more giveaways I can give back to you, right? So we do one course a day, one Apex a day, and I'll pick which day of the week we do a Lucid. Maybe we'll do like a competition for it rather than just giveaway. Maybe we'll make it a little bit more fun. And I want to do like an Easter egg hunt coming up later this month and give away like a big pack, maybe the full course and a studio monitor or something like that. We'll do it with a big one. All right, market now open. So let's see if this market's going to get ready to fade pops. All of the mag down as expected. I'm going to turn this brightness down a little bit. It's a little bit harsh in my eyes there. All right, so into this node here, maybe we lift to 600 and then we can see what's what. And we've got VWAP over at 620. So I don't even think we're going to get that high, but let's just see. Breakout of here, come into some of this thin volume. I'm going to get rid of this now because that's the overnight levels, and we're going to put on current day levels. There we go. It's coming up towards these sixes, 685s, big levels. See how far we can squeeze and if and when they want to sell into it. So we coming for VWAP right now. Previous week low be 675. So expect some sell side pressure to start stepping in the market somewhere up here over these 600s, maybe all the way up to 685s, but probably into this grey box somewhere here or hereabouts. I think we're going to get some sell side pressure. So there's the first start of it. In short there for a small piece versus VWAP. Let's see if it sustains. If they reclaim VWAP, I'll get out on the rest. So very quick snap trade here. And we'll see if we give this whole move back. I'd like to see this just trend lower today. I'd like to see this whole move given back and a big trend lower. Use this as the morning trap. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can we see more sell side pressure and get back under these grey box here would be good. Paying myself some there. Just wait and see. Maybe one more squeeze and a resell. Oh, don't move that. I need that. Maybe one more squeeze up and a resell would be good. Go on, push one more time. Let's get ES to VWAP and then do the same move. No, you don't want to do it. Come on, one more squeeze up and then a sell. Losing this shelf already. I'll tell you what, if we lose 530s, we're going to go back down to low of days. So I'm in short here versus VWAP. I was looking for one more push up to get some more size on. We're going to watch 550s to 530s to see if they absorb. If we let go of that and let go of the New York Open, then we can move lower. And I will be looking to add lower today if we're going to start breaking lower. Beautiful. Really good. Looking good here, folks. So we're looking for the pops to fail, like we said earlier. You can trim some into this grey box if it keeps finding a bid here. I want to see a flush just underneath all of this. Meta finding a bid so far. I think that's going to go green to red. Yeah, it's just gone green to red. Nice. We want to get under this grey box, under the New York Open, then we get very comfortable. Nice. So you can trim some, like I said, into this grey box in case they hold. But I'm looking to get under the New York Open and just flush Asia lows and keep going lower and lower and lower today. That's what I would like. It just depends if they need to do one more leg up. Depends what kind of trader you are. Are you willing to sit in this, or do you need to scalp and pay yourself? Still basing at this grey box, holding pretty well here. So if they spike, they're going to come up for these levels up here. If they want to do like a second leg up before they sell. So you can, like I said, you can pay yourself here. We'll see. I'm still positioned short, still looking for a breakdown. Paid myself a little bit. I want to get under this grey box, underneath the New York Open, which is what, 540-ish, and then really start getting aggressive for the downside. I want to see them just go risk off and be like, fuck this, we're done with it. We can come and clean out all those levels right down low that I've been looking for bloody ages for them to go and repair. Let's remind myself, we also do have news this morning, don't we? Must not forget that. 9.55, 10 and 10.10. Really good. All right, here we go, folks. Really good. So morning shove getting sold into. All right, we're looking to get now underneath 533s, and then we're going to look for all the way down and clean up all of this is what I'm looking for. And you might think it's ridiculous. This is what I'm looking for, folks. So I'm short off VWAP, looking for continuation all the way down to clean this out. It's going to sound ridiculous to you, but I'm looking for 4+100 points here today. Here we go, folks. So I can show you position short versus this, right? And I'm just going to look to melt this thing right back down. I want to stay heavy underneath this New York Open now. Really good. Let's get under the previous day lows and just start melting. I just want to completely nuke this thing, please. And I will try and add on pops where, if and where available. As long as they don't reclaim anything, I will look to add on pops. So this pop here, if they sell into it, I'll look to add into. Maybe up to 80, just see if this guy gets filled a bit higher. There's the push towards 80. God, they're jumping this book around. Whoa, Bookmap, slow down, man. Can't even read you jumping so much. Man, the book's jumping so much. Bookmap's struggling to keep up on the screen. You can see it like jostling around. It's really struggling to keep up. Okay, here's the push to 80. So I want to see them resell this. No resale. They've gone reclaim. I'm out. They've gone for the reclaim. Nasty squeeze here. So they're going to go for the next leg higher. So this position now out, break even. I'll look for the same trade again, maybe up here. I'll look for the same trade, maybe up here. If they want to come and sweep this and then puke it again. Thing is, ES might need to get to VWAP itself. That might be the one thing. We might need to go previous week low, 660s, and then sell. I'm looking for the same trade though. It's the same setup. So I already paid myself on that first one. I'm going to look to pay myself again on this next attempt. Stuck here at VWAP again. I want to clear it out now. We always talk about this clear out. I want this to clear out and come up here, and then I'll look for the same kind of trade somewhere up here. There you go. Push and clear, push and clear, push and clear. Go on. You've got to get up higher right now. You got to turn the squeeze on. Lots of sellers coming up here. We need them to get like cleaned out. Little pop above will be ideal. ES needs to go a little bit higher. So they held SPY at 7.5. So maybe they want to go 80s, but I think that's unlikely. I'm going to watch this 600 level on QQQ. That's going to be the next level. So if we drift into that, that's going to be where I'll look for buys to get stuck again. If we can drift into 600, which looks like they're trying to sort of do, which is probably somewhere up here for us. Yeah, they're almost there on QQQ. Here's the drift. Another $1 on QQQ will do it. Yes, almost at VWAP. So we're almost timing it well, and then we just got to wait for buyers to get trapped up there and see if it offers that trade. Same trade setup. You're not there yet. Come on, you got to go higher. You're not there yet. Come on, market. Don't play games. They're front running it a little bit. Here comes the squeeze. There we go. All right, so let's watch this now. ES into VWAP. Like I said, I don't want to see reclaims of 700s or 730s. Any reclaim of that, I will just not touch today at all. It'll be the same thing as yesterday. I'm not going to touch the bullshit inside range stuff. No chance. My dad texted me saying, shall I get short today? failing up there again, back under VWAP again. I'll watch the same level. This is where the sellers came in last time and got themselves caught. All right, down to 600. So if we start watching 600, maybe we let go, which it is looking like it's trying to do right now. Yep. All right, well, let's watch this then. It will be the same kind of setup if we let go of this shelf and puke under here. I'm looking for the same trade. I'm looking to trade all the way down into here today. I know it might sound ridiculous, but that's what I'm going to attempt to do. Whether it lets me do it or not is a whole different ball game. But that's what I'm attempting to do, folks. Let's see if we start finding buyers stuck here. Starting to see a tape shift heavier now under 600. Here we go. So looking for the same thing now. And I want to see us get heavy. And I will start to add on pops now because we're starting to see a heavy tape shift in now. ES rejecting VWAP. That's all it needed to do. We needed to get ES to VWAP. We didn't even make the 600 on QQQ. So I want pops to fail now, and I'll just keep selling into them for the rotation. Ideally, we come underneath that New York Open, so all bids this morning stay heavy. Doing a good job of holding around 600 for now. But we need this next pop to fail into 16s. Sort of maybe 20s. Nice follow through here. You got to come under. I want this close all the way under 540s today. It might seem ridiculous to you lot, but I'm looking for it. Yeah, I'm in a short right now. I was in a short earlier, paid myself some, stopped out on what I was looking for, the 400-point runner break even. I'm in a short now as well, and I'm looking to add on pops if we stay heavy, and I'm looking to trade right down into here. All right, I'm looking to trade right down. I don't know if it does it now, but this is the trade I'm looking for today. All right, somewhere from up here, I'm looking to trade right down into these. That's what I'm looking for today. It might not do it, but that's what I am looking for. Like we talked about pre-market. It's why you need to get here pre-market. Everyone comes in late. They go and watch and scan through every YouTube. Who's doing what? What's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? You need to be here pre-market. I tell you exactly what I'm looking for. In the same short position, I can show it exactly the same as last time. It's on my pro account. I'm looking to fade this all the way down, and I will look to add on pops. So same level now from earlier, this grey box. We know buyers came in at the New York lows, protecting 500, right? There's a 150 lot delta there. If we start breaking this here, it's going to get nasty, right? If we can break this here, I think we can really start accelerating because we have a lot of buyers down here who try to protect. If we make these buyers sellers, we will accelerate lower, and that's what I would like to see happen today. So right into this New York Open right now, this blue line. Let's just move this so it's just out of your screen a bit more. This is the kind of thing I'm looking for, right? And what I would like to see is something like that. All right, that would be really nice. I don't want to see this keep absorbing the bid here. Looking good so far. Sellers coming back on the tape here at 50s. I'm going to have to thin out this volume a bit so I can see it a bit more. There we go, it's better. Okay, some absorption here from sellers now on this pop, which is a good sign. Sellers will want to defend 600s and they will want a close under 35s, and then they will want to attack the low 10s and get a complete follow through downside. Here's the New York Open. We look good here, folks. I would really like to add. That's going to be the biggest thing for me. Can I get an add? So you know buyers are trying to protect the 20s and 10s. Once these guys underneath from this wick are out, I think there's a chance to get aggressive. Got to be careful because we're at the daily Bollinger Band here. So we're looking for sort of a black swan kind of event at the moment. If you haven't paid yourself on this move, this is a good area to pay yourself some money, this grey box. I'm looking for more, though, as we know. I'm looking for more. Nice. Sellers coming back in here. I think we're going to get it soon. They're getting aggressive now. We want all pops to fail. We want to get under this New York Open. Do not want to protect this New York Open for too long. Otherwise, we can see a 60-point push back up. Here we go, back into New York Open. We want follow through now, under 20s and 10s, and a waterfall moment. Here we go, folks. So really good, fantastic. So there's 100 plus points already, and I'm looking for 400 plus points today. All right, I'm looking for 400 plus points today. I don't know what else to tell you. Right, so you can cover some now if you want into this low. I'm going to look for the break lower today. I'm trying to position myself for that break lower. ES haven't followed through now. Really nice. We want QQQ under 595. We want SPY all the way down to 670. We're negative gamma under 675 on the QQ on the SPY. We're negative gamma under 600 on the QQQ. It's everything we want. Just give us that downside motion. Keep puking it. This is where all the buys came in earlier, this level here. All right, we have buy side delta down to sort of 0.8. So a break of low of day, and we will see more lower prices. Sellers will want to defend 55s right now. It's where the last buyer came in. So they'll want to try and defend 55s if possible. We don't want to go into a range. We want to expand lower. So you can pay yourself down here. I haven't got enough sides on to pay myself, unfortunately. Unless I pay myself an ad on a pop, but I'm trying to hold. All right, so they're going to test these 55s. If they lift 55s, they're going to come all the way back up towards 600s. The one danger point of this move right now until they get that follow through, because we're inside the opening range. It's not ideal. So we didn't break the lows, which is not ideal there. So here's the pop up. Let's see if they resell 600s again. Yep. Reselling here in towards 600, and they need follow through downside now, right now. Otherwise, they're going to get caught. QQQ finding that bid off VWAP. Nasty. The buyers coming in here into 610s. Want to see follow through. Tape very, very jumpy. We need to see its puke back down now. Like I said, you can pay yourself at those lows. I'm looking to add on pops if it becomes available. I've got one add-on up here, but I need to be very careful because this tape's moving very quick now. ES looks much better than NQ. Nvidia. Why is it at the 80s? Hilarious. Right, there's the VPOC move. Can we get follow through downside? Can we get follow through under this grey box and to take out these lows now? Don't want to absorb this grey box. It's going to be a problem if we're going to go into a range rotation day. It's going to be a real problem if we're not going to see any follow through. Still looking for the downside pressure. Here we come. Here we come. This is really good now. So got my add-on there. Do I pay myself some here? I'm trying not to be honest. Watching this New York Open again. Please stop bidding this open, guys. Please just let this go. Just do the move. You've pissed around for so many days now. It's insane. They only reward swing traders right now. Come on. Give me one day of being rewarded for doing the right thing. We need expansion lower, and it's got to come now. Here we come. Go, 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 go. Just break the lows. It's time to do it. Go, 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 go. Expansion lower. Go. Stop fucking about down here. Come and take out the 10s. Here we go. Thank God for that. All right. Waterfall should be incoming once we break these lows. We've pissed around enough now. So right this New York Open, we're looking to take out these lows here. Lots of buyers keep stepping in here. They are aggressive buyers. Once we get underneath these guys, right, these guys here, once we get underneath these guys, I think we can just snap lower at that point. That's what I'm looking for now. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'll add after we take them out. Once we take them out and stay heavy, I'll add. Yeah, once we, whoever just asked if we're adding. If we take them out and stay heavy, I will add. So I will look for an add, right? So I popped one back on here, paid myself here. I'll look for this kind of move now. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Right, we're taking it out. Liquidation here. So we don't really want to see this recover. We don't want to see absorption here. Right, we really don't want to see absorption into this level, into the 80s. Right, we know it's a big gamma level. All right, you can see huge gamma level, big support level. We don't really want them to keep bidding that. We need to be careful with these options players. We need them to let go of it. Really good. 500 break coming here for a retest to go lower. Need to see follow through under 500 now. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Just snap it. ES, fantastic. Right, looking for ES to take out that 6 a.m. low. It's very, very close. Qs, please stop fucking around. Please join the game here. So we want to watch QQQ into 595. Again, big gamma levels. One thing we've got against us right now is these options players. They need to just fuck off and move their exposure lower. We need them to move their exposure lower. And it will move on the chart when they've done it. But you can pay yourself something to hit. I mean, it's still like another 100-pointer over and over again. I'm just looking for 400 points today. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come and snap under this. Under this, we get a negative squeeze. The yellow box is like a negative squeeze box, which is what I'm looking for. And they're saying it can come all the way down into these 900s. So trying to sit through it. Trying my best. There's a gamma coming in again here. Back to the New York Open again. It's very, very fast tape. Don't want to add too low here. We're going to need to break lower for me to add. Don't make me take my runner off, please. Please. Don't make me take my runner off, please. Come on, market. Don't do this to me. How many days of you being an arse? Just fucking options traders. U0DTE fucks have ruined this market since 2021. Honestly, you've ruined the market since 2021. You've added liquidity. You've stopped my follow through being so easy. I'm still in it. I'm not cutting this. Like, this thing needs to go lower. I'm still in it. We are seeing like an uptick in delta here all day without us moving higher. So my feeling is they're selling pops. All right, so we've got delta going up, price going down. My feeling is they're selling props, and that's pops. That's since the morning. So I want to try and stay sell side all the time I can. I have paid myself, like I have locked in a couple thousand, but I'm looking for a bigger move. I want to have a big day here if possible, but they are still pinning it and holding it. Come on, here it comes. They're going to retest now. Come on. You've got to move lower, and they've got to get under it soon. Otherwise, I am going to have to cut and just wait for a re-add. Stacking both sides here. I think it's coming. Need to see a big seller just step in, and we're not seeing that right now. We're not seeing that right now. Sellers are happy to sell up at 600. They're not being aggressive enough at these lows to like force the market down. Oh, well, choppy. We're going to get a D-shaped profile, are we, for a New York session? So they're going to puke it, fucking do the move overnight I wanted again, and then we're just going to rotate all day, are we, market? Fun. Well, if we do that all day, I'll be looking for the same move tomorrow after they finish building it. We'll see. Still in this for now, but I can't hold it much longer. We've reclaimed New York Open now. ES looks really good. ES looks so much better. One day they're going to give me the move here when I want it, not overnight. Still holding. It's just my runner that's on versus 70s right now. Needs to break lower though. They keep absorbing down here. Look, this seller just came in again at the lows, got absorbed. We can't get closures underneath. That gamma level has caused an issue. This guy here has caused a fucking issue. Once they decide to move gamma down here, we will absolutely tank it. They've just got to hurry up and move that. Bias is lower. Absolutely is lower. Wild. I think you're a madman to be bidding on this right now. How many bull traps are they going to set without getting follow through downside? That's the wildest thing. I don't mind what happens. Just they've got to come and clean out all these levels. I'm having one more go, are they? I'm still in it, folks. All right, I'm still in it from 70s. It's just my ad. That's all I've got in. I'm running out of patience here for the break. Trying so hard to hold this for the break. Really, really hard. Want it to get back under 500, back under 78, and we can keep going. Hey, that's so nice of you, Jay Ventura. Very nice of you, gifting 10 memberships. Still looking for this opening range to break here to come under and clean all this out. I'm still short side. I'm about to take it off though because we are still absorbing down here. It's starting to frustrate me. Can always get back in. If we don't get the move in the next 1 minute, I'm going to take it off. I'm building this shelf here. Here it comes. They're having one more go. Buyer stepping in at 515s. Big size, 100 lot. Need to take him out and trade lower now. Very, very aware of this 100 lot here. So I'm making a mental note of 15s here. Not filling him, not going through. He's re-added again. Still 100 lot. Need to trade through him and snap. Added again, and he's still absorbing here. So 15s, they've decided we're just going to pin 15s at the moment. Once we get under that, we can get moving. Coming towards 15s again. Still the 100 lot there. Still they front run it. Sold through it. How much size do we put in there? 100 lot there got absorbed. If it doesn't move lower now, I'm out. It has to move lower right now or I'm out because they just absorbed that. Got to break under 15. It's got to do it now or I'm out because the squeeze will come if they don't get the break real soon. Come on. Here it comes. They're trying. They absorbed it again under 15s. Oh my God, this is awful. This is the worst tape and here come the buyers. Seriously? 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 Are you fucking serious? Is this the market I'm going to get? I'm getting a 100-point range on a Tuesday. Come on, follow through. Testing the 15s again where they keep absorbing. Need this buyer to become a pop seller. He just pulled his order. Now they're reselling it here. Oh my God, it's getting choppy in this range, this tight little range. Still sat in this all the time. We're not popping and squeezing. I'm okay. Oh, I don't like the look of this part. Do not like the look of this. Got to break down here. I'm going to move my stop into the money. I have to. I have to. I can't be giving back a break even this high up. So looking for the break still sat in it at 70s. Right, still sat in it at 70s. Moved my stop in now to protect because we're not breaking quick enough. Now we're starting to break, which is good. All right, so we need to see follow through now under this level, and then maybe we can get this move down here, which I'm looking for, down into these. Please stop absorbing it. Please, please, please. Just stop absorbing it. Let it come for the daily levels. Nice. ES is breaking. Come on, Qs. Don't protect previous day lows. Stop being so ridiculous at this point. Come on. They're bidding 450s, which is Globex low. So I at least expect us to get to 450s here. And then after that, I'll really want these down here. These are what I've been gunning for the last couple of weeks. So we've got to stay heavy versus 500s now. And we've got to just go in waterfall. Here it comes. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Why are you bidding here? There's nothing to bid off. Move out the way. Mr. 80, move out the way. What are you doing? Move out the way. Fuck me. It's coming. I'm telling you it's coming. They're just making it really hard. Right into this gamma level. Once he goes, we get it. Once he goes, we get it. No doubt about it. Come on. Get out the way. Get out the way, mate. You fucking options traders again, ruining everything. Oh, but my theta. Just get out the fucking way, please. What a pain. What a pain. Look at this. Thanks, options. You knobheads. You absolute knobheads. Market's trap. It's just going to build more liquidity. So I stopped out there like you saw. I pulled my stop tighter. I will look for the same trade again. I'm going to keep looking for this same trade until they're ready. Nothing's changed for me. We need to go lower. It's just at fucking options level in the way. Once that gets out of the way, this thing is good night. Sayonara, toast, whatever you want to call it. Possibly a re-add there. That was possibly the re-add. That might have been it. That might have been it. I might have to wait for a re-add now. Thanks, Alicia. Very kind of you. You guys have been very generous today. All right, here it comes, folks. Oh, I'm going to have to get a re-add in here somehow. Somehow. How am I going to get short here now? That it stopped me out. I'll find a way. Got to find a way to get short here now. All right, we locked in a good $3,000 there. I was looking for like a 5-figure day, I'll be honest, on that move. But we'll see. I think it's going to come. So still into these 480s, this gamma level. Let's see if they reject here into 520s. Yep. All right, piece on here. Let's see. Playing with house money. Needs to break him. Got to break soon. And it's possible they want to revisit 34s, but we'll see. Looks good so far. I think we're going to get it very, very soon. Got to watch this seller at 90s, right? We need to stay on the 90s. Huge seller just came in here. I'm very, very aware of him. We got to break, and we got to break now. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Nice, 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 nice. Follow through. Now. Slam. Now. No reclaim. No fucking around. Out of the way, all you guys trying to absorb it at 80s. Get out of the way. All these guys trying to gobble the book up at 80s. Get out the way. We're going to move lower. Get out my way. We are moving lower. Get out my way. Oh my God, they're gobbling again. Can see it on Bookmap above me. So all that big size at 80s. You can see these green lines at 80s above me. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Here we come. Come on. Here come the sellers. Big battle here now between 500 and 80. We're going to chop here. If we break 500, I'm taking this off. Do not want to see it trade through 500 because then we're going to go test 26s and then I'll happily have another look at 26s. I want to be very careful because I'm shorting very low to try and go lower. I'm trying to play the momentum because I'm thinking we can have a good break. Here we come. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, please, please. God Almighty. Why? Why does Alex want this move here and never get it? They always do it in Globex. And then I get served this fucking shit. Fucking seriously. Seriously. All right, here we go. Thank God for that. Start moving now. Let's go. Let's go. We're looking for down here. We are looking for this blue box, and ideally I want these. Ideally I want those down there. Let's fucking go. Right, at least take out the 440s. That Globex low. Was it 440s? 440s and then 370s. Put a line on this right here. Okay. 440s and then 370. So all these lines I'm looking to take out. Who's buying these levels? I have no idea, mate. It was mainly options stuff, really, that was holding it up. So it would have been the hedge. Like I said, yesterday, we talked about the squeeze up yesterday, and everyone was like, why aren't we buying? Why aren't we net long? Why aren't you buying? And I was like, because it's a fucking trap. It's the biggest retail trap ever. They want to sell this lower. We've talked about it non-stop. Pro trend is down. They had a chance to reclaim 25,100 yesterday. They failed. If they reclaimed 25,100, I would have been open to talking about longs today, but we didn't. All right, what happened? They sold it all. Here we go, folks. Almost there. Come on, liquidate this shit. Let's go. Man, it's a shame that these wicks have come in to knock me out, eh? So we were short from right up here. It's a shame. We had such a good position on this. Short entry on NQ. If you're not already short, you want to be very careful. I would almost wait for it now to break liquidity and build out more down here, all right? Because what you might do is get some of this, right? But once we start building out liquidity here to move lower, we can think about an add. It's very risky in terms of we're playing low to go lower, but in terms of what we're looking at higher time frame, the sentiment is to come right now and take these out. But like we're seeing, the options guys do not want it to move lower right now. They are fucking pinning it. Look at that. Hilarious. Right up into these nodes. If it reclaims 70s, we're going to go higher day. If we reclaim 70s, this will rip higher day. So just be aware of that. Well, what you got to understand is in bearish markets, don't know if any of you have been around long enough. In bearish markets, all right, the pullback legs, right, which are short covering rallies, are very aggressive because shorts get very aggressive at lows. And then the pullback rallies, which is what we're kind of in now, but like I'm talking about higher time frame ones, like yesterday, are very aggressive because they're squeeze related, right? So pullbacks in bearish markets are so aggressive, and you have to be aware of that. So we're going to come up, test this next grey box, and if they don't sell this, we'll go high of days. All right, so they've come up to that next grey box. They need to sell that grey box. But I tell you what, we've reclaimed that area where buyers came in. And remember that seller at 91s? Remember that seller at 91s? He's now offside. And this is just a chop fest now. This is, I'm basically less and less interested in playing this by the minute. I'm still very bearish on this overall, but they're going to make it very hard, clearly. They only want to give you good plays if you're in Asia and London right now. Say good, like just clean. Clean is a better way of me putting it, isn't it? Clean plays. Just straight follow through one way. QQQ, all right, QQQ, 595. Break 595, we're moving lower. Same with us. Under 480s, holding under 480s, they will put in a new put support somewhere down here. It's just a matter of time, right? It's a matter of time. You got a long-term target of 23,200 by May 2026. May 26. Let me have a look. We can have a look at this together of what you're looking at. What did you say? What was your level? 23,200. 23,200 in here. These swing points. I think we'll move lower. All right. If we don't hold this, it's all about this shelf for me. If we trade on that shelf, we're coming right down to 22,500. That's my thinking. Under this, we move 22.5. I can see what you're looking at. 23.2, she said, right? In here. This little low volume node. I think we trade down to this. I think if we lose this, there's two options. Trap and go or big pukey puke. I'd love big pukey puke. It would be fun to get big pukey puke. Both as a day trader and as a swing investor. Right, still. Right, be very careful. All right, they're not getting their way. If they don't get their way, we will come up here at some point, all right? If they keep selling their lows and they keep protecting it, the squeeze will happen. Just be aware of it. Do you think now's a good time to pick some swing long gold? Not yet. It's interesting. I mean, you're buying so high, man. But this could this can be failed follow through. If they don't bid here, I mean, you want this to hold for a session or two. If they don't bid there, the whole thing collapses. The whole thing collapses. All right, NQ's starting to play out now. I'm still looking for this same play. Get back to the right screen. There you go. Still looking for this play. Got to find a way of entering it now. Still holding on. You can see the importance of this, right? You can see the importance. The only way I'm going to have of entering it now is a squeeze that's sold or a breakdown that's built out. I can't just short in here now. I've had my goes, right? I've made my money. We can't just get short in the hole. Very risky. Here come the bulls trying to squeeze it back up. It's possible we go in a range down here for a while. It is possible, even looking at the higher time frame, like the hourlies. All right, it's possible versus here we build out some liquidity, like we might do it one of these. All right, it's very, very possible. Maybe they do it for a whole session. Ideally not, but it's very, very possible before we break lower to come and take out all these lows. You can see all these lows I'm looking at. All right, these are what I'm looking to break, and we break that. Then every single player from, I mean, it'll be earlier than even November at this point. Yeah, it'll be every single player from October would be out the money. So it's a big level for them to try and protect. Here's the squeeze after not getting the breakdown that we talked about. Squeeze back up. And if they get through here, they've got a shot to come right the way up here. They have got this shot, I will tell you. If they get through this, I would not be playing this long today. If they get through this, they could come up and try and clean these out. It's possible. I will not be playing it. I'm just telling you what's possible. We're in a very bearish market, but definitely some bears got caught down there at 91s and unders, right? Remember we talked about this player at 91s. Look at this. This player at 91s got caught. Most of it was sell side under. There is thick buying in here into 50, so they would have to get over the grey box, and over the grey box they can have a go. At the moment, we're still rejecting that grey box. Right, we're going box to box. Lewis Hamilton, right? Box, 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 box. Once they build out enough here, they will make a decision. I would like to see it go down, as we know. Where's my TP? My TPs would be 24,370, 24,240, 24,150. Right, these white lines are my TPs. This is what I was looking for this morning. I was looking for a 455-point trade. Right, short off here. We had a couple goes. That's what I'm looking for today. That's not changing. That's still what I'm looking for. I'm going to have to find a way of entering now, because it's knocked me out a little bit. Feels like it's coming now. So we're testing this area of 390. Remember where that seller got stuck. So if he gets back in the money and we start breaking, we can start having fun. Trading minis and micros. It all depends on which account. Today I was trading minis. I'm trading 150k TPT Pro account. All right. So, but if I'm trading like 50k accounts in this kind of market, I'm always trading micros anyway in the 50k. But in this kind of market, you only need. And it makes me laugh. I'll tell you what, if some of you listening, you need to hear this. You guys moaning about, oh, you wanted end of day drawdown at Apex and it's not good enough. And then they give you the end of day drawdown. And then you're like, well, 250 is too much to make on one account. It's end of day drawdown, right? If you're watching guys who are like, I'm short here and I'm covering here. I'm short here and I'm covering here. Yeah, they're not going to make that money, all right? You want to be understanding where the liquidity is. I'm short here. I'm covering some here. I'm looking for expansion in here. All right. 1 micro in that. End of day drawdown. Stops break even. Doesn't matter if it comes back. That will get you your money. Right. That's how you need to be trading. That's how you need to be trading. This whole, oh, I'm taking profit at 8 ticks. Shut the fuck up. It's fucking nonsense. This stuff. 8 tick profit and all this bollocks. Fuck off, man, with that stuff. Don't do that shit, man. That's not trading. That's how to like cause anxiety. Like, but in and out. You can't do it. Your ATR today is 31 points. That's 120 ticks. How are you doing an 8 tick stop loss and take profit? All right, you can't do it. All right, so small sizes, understand how to trade where your liquidity is positioned for it. I don't get this 8 tick stuff, 10 tick. Oh, I'm taking profit, 10 tick. 10 ticks, mate. Fuck me. If I set an ATM of 10 ticks and press buy, it would knock me out instantly. Like, literally instantly. Like, look, we're looking for a... This is what I'm looking for today. I mean, 455 points is what I would like today. We've already achieved 100 points in that first move down. That's 400 ticks. Stick that 8 tick stuff up your ass. Like, don't listen to that stuff, guys. Like, learn to trade properly. You will make enough profit. I promise you, with end of day, you can just sit in it and let it work, right? Need to zoom in and focus up now because we're coming back to these same levels. So starting to see this node being developed down here. I'm going to just, let me just double check this on an hourly. Yeah, right at the edge of the shelf. Honestly, if we lose the 80s, we should get down to 370s very, very quick. We're very thin now. All right, I'm watching this. I am zoomed in now to get a trade here. I think we're about to let go. We are about to let go. They're adding lower. We're going to snap. We're snapping. It's coming. They're adding lower. It's a coming. It's a coming. It's a coming. They're adding 50s now, so we're going to trade lower. Here we go. 60s and 50s coming. There we go. Just like that, because they added lower. They pulled everyone in. All right, looking for an ad now. Can I get involved? Are you going to let me get involved anymore today now? So any pops to sell into now, please, please, before you take Globex, give me an opportunity before you take Globex. Before you take Globex, don't you go and run it. Give me an opportunity to slam your face. I want to fucking slam it. Here come the 50s, then they're going to go 44s, and then we're going to go pukies. Oh, God, don't make me chase. Don't make me chase. Give me a pop-up. So there's the move into the 44s we just talked about. Need a slight pop-up to sell into here. Need a slight pop-up to sell into. Come and lift a bit before you fill this guy. I need you to pop up before. Come and lift up, please. No. Get up, get up, get up. I need to get involved in this. Get up, because we're about to go waterfall moment. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, God. We might be about to let go here, folks. Might just about to crash here without me. Big seller coming in down here. Here you go. Here comes a crash. Here comes a crash. So you're going to get blue levels now. Oh, can't get involved. Can't get involved. All right, your level to watch 44s, right? Huge seller came in there. 230 lot came in there. And you are going to get waterfall moment without me. I was just looking for a pop to sell. It's going to come down. So you're looking for 400s, 360s, 240s, 157s, right? I'm going to still look to get involved in this. I'm still trying to get involved in this if it will let me. I'd just be very careful of anything over 45s, 44s, where the big seller came in. So you want him to resell that level. He must resell that level, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. If he doesn't resell that level, you could go 75s pretty quick. Things should let go now. We should just take out all the pre-market lows at this point. You should trade right down into this now. As long as they reject 44s. As long as they're done playing silly games. All right, so you need to stay heavy versus this guy here. All right, versus 44s. Over 44s, you're going to go 60s and 70s quick, but you need to stay heavy versus 44s. Otherwise, you get a little squeeze on the retracement for the wash. They're still under 44s for now. They're going to come and retest it. Over that, like I said, over that, there's potential for a squeeze. They just defended it very well. You should now break down. It's a great retest of 44s there. They should now break down. You should see new lows here. They really should. Here you go. Here you go. So it gave you the opportunity there to add. I finally got a little piece on, but this is a very risky piece. Don't hold 20s. Seriously? Seriously, you can test him one more time after I added my first position on in this weakness? You know, don't punish me here. Don't punish me here. Come on, break lower. Here we go, folks. So short versus 44s here. Looking for blue box and below. Nice. I literally gave you the exact level, right? I gave you the exact level. Don't want to hear I don't know what to do and all that stuff when I hear it in chat. It frustrates me. Literally, I don't know anyone else giving you the exact level it would need to stay heavy focus for. All right, so here we go, folks. We're looking for 69s here. Woo! Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Which way to the beach? That away, baby. That away, baby. All right, 400 test here into the blue box. So we start to get into high time frame demand. Like I talked about, I reckon we can come down here. All right, this is what I'm looking for. So current trade right now, I'm short versus 44s. You can pay yourself into this box. It's very tight stop. I'm short at 40 around here. This is 44s. We're looking for this. You can pay yourself into the top of this. We're looking for this. And really, I really would love to see this today. All right, so it can still play out. But you can pay yourself a little piece into the top of this blue box where you're at now to protect. And you could move your stop break even at 44s. You don't want it to come anywhere near that anymore. Time for the game and how we play it. I've got that in my head now. I've been talking about it for weeks. I've been talking about it for weeks. It's taken weeks to set up, man. They needed to trap more and more retail. It's taken weeks to set up, hasn't it? I've been talking about it. I have been talking about it for weeks. Very, very, very clear reason to move lower, right? We've talked about all the liquidity trapped overhead from November onwards. We've talked about all these swing points, all these reasons to move lower. Look at VIX. Look at VIX. VIX going 28. VIX might want 35s today. We talked about it pre-market. You're very close to that pre-market low here. We snap this. All right, this is TP into this area. So you must TP some into here. Oh, God, don't move that. TP some into here. And then we're trying to TP down here, folks. Oh, God. Imagine they let us keep that, eh? Imagine that would be 200 points here. It would be almost 500 to where we wanted it. Well, thesis was there. They just made it tricky. Right, I'd watch 400s here because the last seller came in at 400s. You really want them to stay heavy versus 400s. Otherwise, there is a chance for them to lift 430s for some imbalances. 420s, 430s on imbalances. So here's 400, so they might lift this 420s, 430s now. And if they go that, 440 check. Over 440, you got to cut. So here's the lift towards 420. We've got imbalances 420 and 430. So they're going to have a little check here to see if the guys who couldn't get in want to re-get in. I have taken profit. What are you talking about? But I'm not... Oh, shut the fuck up, mate. I've taken some profit, but I'm not getting really greedy. I just understand what the market's trying to do. I'm not really greedy, am I? I'm not really greedy if I'm locking in on the way. Shut up, man. Get out of here. Let me trade how I trade, man. You take your 8. You take your 8 tick profit. Let me lock some in and try and hold a runner. For God's sake. What are you going to say? If this comes down to here today, what are you going to say then? Am I greedy or I'm just smart? If we take this out, am I greedy or am I smart? Am I greedy or am I smart? I'd say I'm smart. Oh! 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 40-year-old man just fucking Kobe'd on you. I'm just fucking around with you lot. I'm just fucking around, guys. I'm just having a bit of fun. I'm allowed to have a bit of fun. Jeez, I've had enough shit off the charts this year. Let's go, sellers. Let's fucking do this. Break it. Break it and wash. Let's break it and puke. Let's puke. Let's, oh my gosh, into the level. TP hit. Let's see now if Alex is greedy or smart. Can we get 242s next? How's those 8 ticks serving you? I like 8 ticks. 8 ticks. 8 tick stop loss. 8 tick profit. Right, even this here, even this hit trade here is 70 points, right? Even that first trade there is 70 points. We're looking for 200 now. All right, I gave you the level, 44. It was very accurate with that level, all right? I was very accurate with that level for you. It's going to be short versus 44 because where the sellers came in, and it's exactly what we got. All right, very, very clear level. There's the big seller. There's the dunk. There's the retest. Short versus him, as long as he stays there, which he does. And now we are accelerating, all right? This is what we want to see, acceleration. Yeah, Cameron, you're not even on leverage. What do you think futures are? They're leverage products. How do I know you don't know what you're talking about? Oh my God, I'm greedy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm greedy. Oh my God. All right, first time I've seen big sellers at the lows here. Just be very careful. 64s, big sellers here. So you got to lock something in. And we'll see if we can drift. But big sellers at these lows. And we need to move under this big seller. 120 lot. Oh, he's comfortable now. Oh, he's comfortable. Can we break here? Oh my God. Oh my God. Where do I like stops now? Probably 400s. If you want to risk up to there. I mean, sellers came in at 77. This last seller in came in at 65. All right, so we had a big seller coming around here. So we need this guy to be comfortable. So we've got to break under him. If he's not comfortable, all right, and he starts to cover, we're going to drift all the way back up here. And I'm not going to give all that back. I'll just take it off and then re-add when available. So we need a breakdown under this, underneath 65.25 now. I'm probably going to cut. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I get it. Oh, daddy. Oh my God. Come with me as I teach you how to trade the market using order flow. Today we're playing short because all retail bought the market. All right, let's see, folks. Let's see. I want to see it stay heavy now versus 65, right? Because a big seller came in there. We've got to stay heavy versus 65. If we start chopping around at 65, I'm not interested in holding much longer. I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it. You know what? What we're going to do is Alex is going to get a coffee. He's going to put his stop in. How are we doing for likes? Let's see how we're doing for likes. 2,200 of you watching. Most of you will be comfortably up a big chunk of change right now. Smash that like button. Today we're going to do some giveaways. In fact, I'm feeling inclined. Today, we're going to give away a Lucid account, but we're going to figure out a new way of giving that account. So we're going to do an Apex account and a Lucid account today. And let's see if we can hit TP here. All right, be right back. New pot on the way. All right, here's the squeeze back up then. So that seller at the lows got stuck. Out of this now, and I'll watch for a re-add if we want to stay heavy versus 440s. If we want to stay heavy versus 440s, maybe a little lift. So out of this now, we hit the main TP here. I still like this for a drift lower. It's just how far they want to squeeze it. Do we come 440s? Do we come 480s into this shelf, right? They might well come back into this shelf and reject this. If we reclaim this, right, and do this, there'll be no more shorts today. I'll be done with it. I still like the short side and just want to watch how we trade into here now. If we trap buyers in this move up into it, and then we can think about what's next. If it offers something next, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Right into these 440s again. So that seller's still present up here. IB to VWAP. I mean, where's the New York VWAP? Where is it? I mean, that'll be back to POC. Can't rule it out, but right now 440s is the level, right? 440s and 480s. Still rejecting 440s where that big seller came in. We did have a shift here in delta off those lows. So big delta off those lows. And they got to get over 440s, these buyers, otherwise they don't get any more squeeze out higher. So where that seller came in. So it all depends whether he covered that low. All depends if he covered that low or not, that seller. Oh, if you resold 440s, you're looking all right now. Here comes the bid at 400. So there's the battle, 40 to 400 battle now. My bias is still lower, like I said. Still think this thing wants to take out daily pivots. It's just like, how big a pop do they allow to sell into, if that makes sense? If dip buyers become pop sellers, where do they become pop sellers? Am I looking to get back in? I wouldn't mind it. I'd actually like it to sort of do a little trade over 440s, maybe 480s, and then resell. Maybe even into 500, somewhere up here would be all right. I'd consider it. And that 440's just rejected hard though. They just rejected that hard. All right, my coffee's brewed. Just heard it. Be right back. 2 seconds. So yeah, look, I can just show you. Look. This guy here is the big seller. All right, that's his level. Over that, we can afford a drift up into value area low and point of control, which is down there. So what I would probably like to see at this point is a 2-leg pullback, right? With a run of stops, with buyers chasing in, getting resold. That would be ideal into this level here. I don't know if we get it, but that would be ideal. If I see that happen, what's going to be clear is, do I see in here buyers chase and then delta get absorbed and then I sell back down? That's the question. That's what I'll be looking for. All right, that would be the next move I'm looking for. So you hit first TP here, and you probably should be out now. So you got 70 points out of that. And we'll see. We will see if we can get this second leg and then if they trap. If they trap. All right, I'm going to have to figure some ways of doing some giveaways. How many likes do we have? We're not even at 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we'll do the first giveaway. We'll do 3 giveaways to do today. We'll do 1 course, 1 Apex account, 1 TPT. Not TPT, Lucid, sorry. Again, rejecting up there. Has not got up enough. I want to see this push and lift and then puke. Quite right, Mango. That's it. Okay, here they go. Let's see if they can come and clear out and shove up now. So I want to see, maybe we can lift sort of 490s. And if we reclaim that, I'm not interested, right? If we shove up here, we need failure. If they reclaim it and they want to clear this out, that's fine. That's up to them. But I'll be looking for this 2-leg failure. So we're seeing some selling absorption up here. I'd like this to keep going and lift a little bit higher still. A little bit higher would be good. I don't think they're done with it yet. Value area low coming up, and then that point of control into sort of 90, somewhere around there, and then have to see if they fail it. Otherwise, they're going to do the Tyson trade, IB to VWAP, very possible. But into these sort of areas here is where we start to get thick, where I think sellers might be passively just sitting and waiting, but we're about to find out. Remember, the squeezes on bear markets can be very, very aggressive. So that's the first tap in over 440s, rejected into the first imbalance of 460. We saw a big rejection there straight away at 460. I would like a little bit higher, but maybe not yet. Seller came in there at 445 again. Right, and we filled in imbalance to 460. I actually want this just lift a little bit higher. I might be too greedy here, asking for it to go too high before I short, but we're going to wait. Or I'm going to wait. I need to reframe that. I'm going to wait. And that might be all we get. Settings for the volume profile are in chat. Just read it in chat. Alex, did I get kidnapped last night and talk to God because I'm on today? No, it's just, Joe, all it is, this is the trade I've been looking for. This is the trade the market's been setting up for weeks. Sometimes it happens for weeks. Like, I'm quite upset that it did the move it did last night without me. I'll be honest, that's upsetting. Peter, I just passed a 25k Apex and used my code. Oh, nice, man. So it's prep, right? I think I talked it in a video. Like, good trades come from good prep, all right? Yesterday, I was looking for the same trade yesterday, right? It never came for me. So we got scalps at best. And then at the end of the day, we did get a big puke out. I can show you guys. We did take a good trade towards the end of day. Right, so yesterday, end of day, I was looking for this in Discord with my team. So this was the announcement of what I was looking for. And then somewhere up here, where are you? All right, and take this. right? Lower high, failed to break higher, 2 on, and I added into the lows, and it was a big trade, and we got the move right down into this buyer, right back into the IB, so in towards the end of day. So we did get the trade I was looking for yesterday, and then they puked it overnight. And then the breakdown today is the same thing that we're looking for. It's just, I think one of my students summed it up well recently. You know, I stick to my rules and my trade plan. You will hear me talk about many times. Look, there's probably going to be a squeeze up here. You can take the squeeze up here if you want. I'm going to stick to this trade. This is what I'm going to wait for. It stops me flipping and getting confused. Now, I don't mind flipping in a range, but when I think we're letting go of volume, I stay one way. So I just wait for that to set up and develop, and then I will play that. Watch my reality of trading video. Phenomenal. Noticed my ego this morning and walked away green before I do something dumb. That's awesome, man. That's awesome that you did that. Our egos are our devils. All right, here we go, folks. So let's see if we go up to 90s. All right, we're watching sort of 80s, 90s. They might even lift through this. We can pull this up a little bit. This node here is actually like more like this at the moment. And we do have the VWAPs above. So what I'm looking to see, all right, is if we sort of lift into somewhere in here, well, it's not there. It's somewhere in here and fail. All right. If we reclaim this, there will not be a short because they have all these stops to run, and it will be the first reclaim of value to move higher. I don't think we're going to do that, but I'm aware of it. If we do that, I won't be playing long and I won't be playing short. All right. So there are my rules. Right. I need to see buyers start to get stuck up here, which we are actually currently seeing. We have a guy at 500 offering at 500. 107 lot. We have some offers here at 75s and up. So I want to see a squeeze up be sold into. You want ES coming into VWAP as well. So New York VWAP about to be tagged on ES. Look at SPY. What did we say today? You lose 675, you hit 670. Low of day 670. Low of day 670. So we'll watch this these 480s somewhere around here. 480s, 500s, 508, somewhere up there. If they can just lift a little bit and then sell through back down would be ideal. Right, you can see they're starting to get a little bit stuck here. It's getting a little wiggly on the tape. And we did have a seller come in at 445s, who's currently out of position at 445s. Here they go. They're going for the lift here. So all these orders above, they're going to try and clear them out. And it all depends. Do they actually have intention in going back through the profile to the upside, or are we going to reject somewhere here to move lower? I would imagine we're going to reject to move lower, which is what we are currently seeing. Big seller coming in here again. These 440s, 445s is a big, 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 big level. And then 412s down to 400s if they support the bid. Looking for this now. One shove up would be good. Sellers coming in aggressive here. Still getting absorbed into this little node. So there's a node here at 30s that they're trying to absorb off. They flush 30s, they're going to go 10s quick. Here's the 30s. They're going to go 10s quick. Here we come. Here's the teens. So they flush 30s to the teens. Why am I saying that? Because we've lost this node and gone to the next. So they flushed 30s and come to this. All right, so that, like I said, bulls will need to support this now. Here's your second leg. There's the failure. If we start to do this now, we are going to look for these moves again. It's the same thing. We've built liquidity. Can we use that liquidity now? It's just a way of getting involved. Unfortunately, I'm not short yet. 44 is still the level. And I will draw these out for you so you can see the support systems right now that they've just built out for that way up. Right here, and where have you just gone? Just disappeared. Here. Right, so we're watching these levels now. Well, we've got to do giveaway, haven't we? Sorry, forgot. Have we got to 1,000 yet? Nice, we got to 1,000 already. All right, so here's the bid off here. Now, if we start to sell 30s, I'm interested. If we start to sell on the pop up to 30s, I'm interested. Please come up to 30s. I want to see buyers get caught in the move up to 30s for this backside move. Don't want to short here because you're in a support system. So I want to see this pop, fail here to move lower. If we pop straight through it, right, then I will wait for the 80s, right? So the moves I'm looking for are either this or this, right? I'm not going to get short here into this support system. I've missed this tag here. I was looking for a slight bit higher and a bit more of a trap. So we'll see. So either they're going to go 30s or sort of 80s at this point. I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. You guys need to calm down because I was going to do it and then the trade was setting up. So just relax, relax, relax yourselves, relax yourselves, relax yourselves in chat. Relax yourselves. All right, here's the move to 30s. Sold into at 30s there. Do they now get a downside move? 445 still that big level from that seller, the big boy seller, 445s. So all the time he's protected, he's okay. We move through 445s, we can probably go 480s, 490s. So a bit of chop here likely for a moment while they make this decision. Tempted to put risk on here, but I think it might need to lift higher first. Still protecting that 445s. Can get a fill on that first push. Too quick for me. It was too quick for me. They're still bidding here. They're coming back for 445s again. And if they clear out, they've got a squeeze above. Very whippy here between these. So here comes the squeeze. So they're going to look for 480s now by the looks of it. Very, very, very fast moving chart. Trap more buyers up there again. Man, no, seriously, look at that move. It's so quick right now. Waiting for reactions, impossible. So into that next grey box. I actually want it just up here now at this point. It's done enough faffing. Just come and give relief and then do it. The higher the better in many ways right now. Come on, just come and clean it out. Push, 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 push. Get up there. It's not going to give me the trade. It's not going to give me the trade. I'm just chopping now. I'm not looking for the long. Like I said, I'm looking for the short. I just want it to clean out to offer the short. Oh, maybe. Maybe. They're still offering 100 lot at 500s. Still liquidity above. It's 50s, 60s, and 70s to be filled. And still this soft sort of bid keeps coming on at 25s. It's pretty soft. Maybe. Oh, you're going to give us a squeeze up to short. And you're just going to collapse this whole thing before you get there. As soon as we get this trade, we'll do the giveaway after. Down it comes then. Fuck me. Didn't even get up there. Still supporting in front of the 10s. With 10s let go, then we're going to start washing. 10s and 02. So basically under 400, this thing will start washing again. I don't know if it will give me an entry. Still supporting the 10s. Where did that last seller come in? 11s. 11s and 20s. Okay. I don't think I want to play the breakdown here. I think it's too risky. Even though I think it's going to come, I just think it's too risky. I think it is going to come and wash, but I just think it's too risky to enter here. Here it comes. They're going to do it. There's the 400s, and here comes the wash. Fuck me. Just did it without me. That's frustrating, man. That's frustrating. Could see it happening, but just not going to add short at those lows. Right. Right. Okay, FCT is the code for Apex and all your best prop firms. Other than Take Profit Trader, use code FlowZone. But Apex right now, 85% on sale. Type FCT once into chat. Please don't spam. Do not type it more than once or you get automatically banned. Just type it once and we'll pick a winner. I think this thing's going to puke. I think it's going to do it. Maybe I just wanted a little too much up there. Maybe. But you can see the two leg happened. Uno, dos. There's your fail to break higher. And this now is likely to happen in my mind. This is what you're playing for downside. This is what I was looking for. Just couldn't quite get the entry. Here it comes. Fuck. Oof. Oof. Hey. Well, there we go. Sometimes you can see it, but can't get in. It's the game, right? Also head and shoulder, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. A micro head and shoulder. This is exactly what it is. A two leg with a failure to move higher, and you break down here. You know, we can look for that same move, about a measured move. Will take us into this, right, into the next level, which is what we're looking to clean out. You guys 30 more seconds here. Hopefully lots of you guys have had a decent winning day though. Okay, about to pick this winner. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I like that. Another regular. The other Dave. Apex account on its way to you, my friend. Let me know you're here. And then just send me an email or a Discord message and I'll sort you out. Just let me know you're here in chat. You won? Yeah, you won the other day. Congrats, mate. Apex account on the way to you. Any size you want, up to 150k. End of day drawdown, all the trading. So info@flowzonetrader.com, or if you're on my Discord, you can send me a DM there. All right, nice work. Nice work. All right, so we'll do Lucid when we get another 500 likes. All right, we'll do a Lucid giveaway when we get another 500 likes. Still think you're good to move lower. There's just no entry for me now. But I still think the thesis is to move lower here, guys. There's nothing changed. We're in a trend lower day, especially once we break initial balance. We can think about an initial balance extension. I absolutely guarantee you it fits the narrative. Yeah, look at that. 161 will be right into the 24,150. So I'm fairly confident that's what we're trying to target today. How many accounts did I blow before I figured it all out? Mate, I blew real money, not just fucking accounts. Tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars, mate. Please stop spamming chat. Dude, I'm just going to ban you straight away. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, bye. gone? 24,238 is expected for the week. I think we go lower than it. I think we have an outlier week. Just more gut feeling. Yeah, I put him on timeout. He's on timeout. Alex says Apex 150k end of day accounts the best in the industry right now. Close wise, cost wise, I think you mean. Yes, definitely cheapest in the industry. The fact that you can have 20 of them with that much leverage. Look, everyone's like moaning about stuff like, oh, there's only 6. How many of you have got 6 payouts? I have. I bet not many of you have actually got 6 payouts. Here are some facts. Most traders blow the account in the first 2 days and are an eval. Fact. That's why they stopped doing the resets. All right. Most traders don't get past first payout. Fact. So that's why they've done 6 payouts. You can turn, all right, you can get paid every 5 days. You can turn the 150k accounts in 30 days because you can get 6 payouts, right? In 30 days, you could turn that into over 400 grand. How is that not a good return on investment? If you just learn to trade properly, if you just let them work, all right? It's not that hard. It really isn't. The hardest thing for you guys who are scalpers and used to playing for small points will be to let trades win, to sit in them and let them work end of day, right? To try what I maybe could have done here a bit more, right? When on this first short we took, where do we take a partial here and I added on the pop-up? Was it this pop-up? And then took it off. All right, if I'd just given that a little bit more room to my break even, all right, could have got that whole move, which would have been 238 points, which even with just 2 contracts would have been $5,000, right? It's being able to do that. It's being able to let the trades work and not play for tiny little scalps. But look, to each their own. I try and teach you guys where to take profit, where to hold runners for a reason. Daily loss limit on eval. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's probably a bit harder in that sense. I can't really say too much what happens on after 6 payouts because it's not really been announced yet. But based on how you trade, you will either be that would be the end of your journey with them, or you would be allowed to go back to payout 1 and start all over again, or there'll be a move to live. But I don't know all the details on it yet. I just know those are the 3 things which are going to come. They're just figuring it out. Alex, in your experience, would you consider trading ES over NQ temporarily, given how clean the moves have been relatively, or best to stay disciplined on NQ? Look, I think the reason ES is moving a little bit better is the broader market. But you know, on a day like today, how do I get into this for you? I'm trying to show you. Come on, Finviz. Why is it done 2? What is going on here? On a day like today, it really doesn't matter. Right? We're not having divergence in the market. We're in a broad market sell-off. Right? This is a risk-off environment right now. It's a sell everything environment. That's what we're in right now. So it doesn't really matter on a day like today. On some other days where we've had like software finding a bid or finance finding a bid and healthcare and rest of tech, you know, staying heavy. Yeah, we've had divergence. But on a day like today, shouldn't really matter. Strong follow-through day. Can I get live data for futures on TradingView, or do I need to be connected to the broker? You can do it. You just have to pay for it on TradingView. You have to pay for CME data. I think it's like $8 a month or something. They don't really have a live, do they? Everyone I've spoken to has been moved to live, basically got ghosted. No, they do have a live. Kane just moved to live. They're announcing it this week. This will be the first time they've had a proper live. It's coming. They've already started it. First time prop user. If you've been paying personal cash, you want an end of day drawdown account. Doesn't matter who you go with. Any of the top 5 firms that are on my channels. Doesn't matter who you go with, but you probably want end of day. Because if you've been used to trading your own cash, you will not want a trailing loss limit. You want end of day, otherwise you're going to struggle. If you create a buffer above the end of day limit, does the daily loss limit increase, or does it always stay at 1k? That's a good question. I will check that out for you. I think it does increase. I think it's 1k from that buffer zone. I'm shit at this. Am I really? I'm shit at this. So we get this whole move here and take profit, and we're looking to trade lower. We're letting this build out liquidity, and I'm shit at this, am I? Tell you what, you're here because you struggle. So I'm going to say you're shit. And I'm also going to say sayonara to you. Goodbye. That'll be the end of you. See ya. Alex, are you thinking of joining in the 80s again? Well, it depends how we set up when we get into there. It depends how we set up when we get into there. Whether they want to lift it a bit higher, whether they want to test this, whether we base. Right, if it's like a poke through, right, this is our first lower high here. Right, so I'm going to assume sellers got trapped at those lows. Yes, they did. So 124 lot got trapped at 365. All right, we're seeing buyers be aggressive up into this grey box here. I think we probably do peter out somewhere here, but that's just what I feel. It's not what I've seen yet. So until I see buyers get stuck up here for this rotation, I'm not going to take it. All right, because there is a chance we can do this. We can't rule that out. They might want to come and clean all that out. I find it unlikely, but it's possible. So I need to watch the tape as we get into these levels. The higher we lift, the more aggressive the buyers get, the more interested I'm going to be for a short back down. Into some of these nodes. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care, chat. Some of you saying not to answer them, but I will answer them because they need to be put in their fucking place. For me, it's like you know who a dickhead is? It's like a teenager who's never gotten a scrap and had the shit kicked out of him. It's that guy when he's like 40 and 50 who's mouthy in the pub, and then one day it's all over, right? Sometimes you need a little course correction. You need a little Pavlov and Skinner. If you're here struggling, talking shit at me when I'm giving you 100, 200 point trades, you probably need a bit of course correction. You need some course correction. It's not about me. I'm doing you a favor. Fuck off and sort your life out. Right? Stop blaming everyone else for your issues. Right? You're in charge of your life. Have a good hard look at yourself in the mirror. You want to take this seriously as a career? Stop trying to dig other people out who are here to help you. You'll never succeed in life doing that. All right, so here's the lift. I'm interested if Tyson's taken this. IB to VWAP. All right, and we come into this 480, 490, maybe even 527. We can see starting to get a little bit stuck here. There's still some sell offers higher here where they can keep lifting it. ES into New York VWAP as well. 24-hour VWAP, by the way, on ES is all the way up to 770, which will probably match up with 675 on the SPY. 595 being recovered here on the Qs. Here comes the squeeze. So we'll see how high they go now. How high can they squeeze this now? I would imagine buyers will get trapped at some point in this squeeze. But if they get through all of this and start basing, then there'll be no more shorts for the day, right? That's where the thesis changes. So squeeze up here, rejection into volume point of control up here. And we will see if they have the power to go much higher here. They turn the jets on. Big buying coming in delta-wise, very, very strong. Maybe they lift up to VWAP here, to 24-hour VWAP. And then any pullback that holds, they can come and clean out all of this if they're really adamant on doing it. Like we talked about in bear markets, reversals are very, very aggressive in bearish markets. And they're still adding liquidity higher right now. Yep, and continue to add liquidity a bit higher. Back to this VPOC. And do they dive down and fill this imbalance now? On that move back up, or are they going to rebid and try and complete it to VWAP? And then it will all be about what happens next now, right? So these are the levels. What matters is what happens next now. Do they start bidding on sort of 470s, 490s now for a full reversal? Or is this a squeeze out which gets sold into again? These are like the questions I have in my mind. Like, what is this now? The 24-hour VWAP coming up on ES as well. 675, that big put level. So 5-point move off the puts, all right, from 70 back to 75. And VWAP here. And if they squeeze through this and they want to go value area high, they will. So here we go. So like I said, into the level, we wait to see if there's a reaction. At the moment, there's no reaction, so we don't do anything. We just wait. We patiently wait now. Little stuff above VWAP there. Here come the sellers. Now, do they get back under VPOC, under 30s, and go back down to 90s? Sellers are still sat up there at 65, looking to get filled. So big squeeze. What happens now? I would imagine, all right, if they don't hold this, this level here will be checked. All right, if they hold this, they will try and squeeze all of this out. But if they come under this, this level here will be checked into 80s again. And then they will have to make a decision, right? Is it one of these or is it this for the rest of the day? And I will be watching down here to see how we react. Buyers coming on here, not getting their way right now. They're trying to continue this higher. Some selling absorption. Still, there's a guy at 600 now offering up there. So Schmidt now talking. We need to get an eye on macro to get inflation down to 2%. You're nowhere near 2%, mate, and you fucking know it. It's funny. Okay, so gonna probably check VPOC here and the New York Open at 30s and then make their mind. So into this grey box, they're probably going to come and check sort of 30s and then make their mind up whether they slam it back down to 490s or bid off 30s or in front of 30s to complete value area high move. There's no 25-second delay, mate. That's your computer. There's 6 seconds at tops. What news site do I use? I use a couple, but the main one I use is Financial Juice. Still they're bidding here, trying to hold this grey box. ES right into the previous day lows, right into VWAP, right into New York Open. So everyone's sort of lining up here. But yeah, this looks like a continuation squeeze. So bear market, rally, what happens here now is important. As they continue to pump it, just the options chain going crazy. So they might go 685. They might well go 685, we'll see. This is a big, big squeeze without a pullback here. And they're clearing out all these levels from earlier. Crazy. We will see when they're done with it. If they're done with it. Still think all pops will be sold. It's just how far they want to pop it. So back to VWAP again. Big sellers coming in at VWAP. If they don't get their way, they're going to get squeezed out more. So 100 lot at VWAP got absorbed there. Sell side. Can they trade under VWAP and come and test 30s again? And then if they fail 30s, we'll go 90s. And then they have to see if they want to bid. ES getting stuck here as well. It just depends if these options players can get their move that they want. Do they want 685 right now? I'm going to have to get rid of it because it's so messy on the screen. Still they're bidding, still absorbing VWAP. No breakdown under VWAP yet. Sellers keep kind of trying to pile in under here, but they're not getting their way. They might get it soon. They're coming in again here more aggressively. They want to test the 30s right now, these sellers, and they can't move down there. Someone's still absorbing here around VWAP. Sellers just want to test the 30s, and if they get a move under 30s, they want to test 90s. It's very impressive squeeze, this. Holding on this high is very, very impressive. Like after a squeeze that big to just base right here is impressive. Right, here they go. They're going to try and test these 30s. Still being absorbed so far, these sellers. Big selling came in at 50s, instantly got absorbed on the tape. Instantly got absorbed on the tape. And they're adding at 600. They're still trying to lift this higher. It's impressive. It's very impressive. Can't deny it. Like yesterday, are they going to turn it on? Tell you what, we better not go back into that range. There's an argument for this to come to 650s today. Here's the 30s test. And if they lose 30s, we're going to go 90s. So they're bidding at 40s right now. I think that bid will get taken out and we should test 30s and then maybe 90s. We shouldn't really just stop. We're going to stop at this tiny node. Maybe we are. Higher time frame wise, right, what I'm aware of is, do they want to come and test this guy here? Do they want to do this move here and then sell and make a decision? Reclaim of that, not interested for me. Definitely no interest. There we go. Still absorbed then. So that seller who came in right at those lows at 50s got absorbed again. There's a big move coming here. We can't go sideways for too long. There's a big move coming in here. So NQ, look at Microsoft. It's gone red to green. Well, that's finding a bid and helping. Tesla under the 180s, but nowhere near that 170 break we've talked about. So still holding on in tech. Better trading possibilities than yesterday? Maybe. I mean, we've had most of them today. Now we just have to wait and see. If we're going to go into a ranging market, the afternoon is going to be a no trade zone for me. We've got 45 minutes left to lunch. Do they fade this back down? And the question then is, do they hold bids between 490 and 445, the buyers? If they hold bids, no more shorts today. No more follow through. If they don't hold bids, then we're going to have follow through. This guy at 600 is just sat up there. Just sat up there. It's a really good hold so far from these buyers. Very, very good at this height to be holding it after a big squeeze. It's a 140 point squeeze and then just a tiny little rotation hold. That's very, very, very impressive to be able to do that. They're trying to lift up here. They're very clearly trying to lift. Very impressive here from them. Very amazed, basically, is what I'm saying, that they have the juice. Yes, little poke over New York Open, can't get over it. Back to VWAP, we come here again then. Still seeing absorption here at VWAP. Check this out. Still seeing absorption at VWAP. Yeah, still absorbing VWAP. They want this guy at 600 is what they want at the moment. They're trying to get a little shove up to 600. They haven't been able to do it yet. They're holding this grey box. This is a high time frame level, which they've now reclaimed because they're over it and they're starting to absorb every dip into it, and they're trying to fill this guy at 600 and he's not moving down. There they go. They're trying to get this guy at 600, this 100 lot. Here they come. They're coming for this guy. Can't rule out high days at this point, which is insane that they've done that rotation again off the lows so quickly. We've done that rotation in 15 minutes. Mad. I think it'll be sold when they're ready. It's just how high do they want to take it to resell? Where did these sellers come in this morning? They came in at 600 up to 622s. 600 to 622s is where they came in. Microsoft about to go back green to red by the looks of it. How much further have they got on this gamma squeeze? Because that's all it is right now. Can they go 685? I tell you what, if they go 685, I'm not touching this fucking thing. Not today, not tomorrow, if they reclaim that. Look at this. This is starting to feel like yesterday. These grind, pop, soak, grind, pop. Starting to feel like yesterday since we've held this. And I'm becoming less and less interested in this market if we're going to be like this. Soaking everything. Can't even see it on the tape. It's so quick. Push, 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 push. Look at this. Fuck me. It's just like yesterday. It's just like yesterday now. Tape's changed into yesterday's tape. Are we at yesterday's levels? Yes, we're at yesterday's levels. That's why. Just a completely different tape. We need to come back under all of this. Otherwise, nothing to do. Trading into those low pivots. But like I said, that level yesterday is sort of 630 to 655. We might well trade back into it again, which looks like we're going to do. There they go. They're turning the gamma on. It's squeeze time. It feels like yesterday. When they're done with this, they'll just slam this fucking door. They're going to trap everyone again and then slam the door. It's just how high do they want to take it? Do they really want to take out the IB high here and go back to previous week lower again? I don't think we're at the line in the sand yet. I don't. I think this can go higher to be before it's at a line in the sand. But they're going to have to make a decision soon. Look at this shitty little bid that just came in at 95. What are you playing at, mate? It's amazing now that sellers can't sell through a 60 bid all of a sudden. That's how much the tape shifted. Here they go. Squeeze, 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 grind, grind, grind. It's yesterday's tape again. We have shifted into yesterday's tape again at yesterday's levels. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be a no-play zone for me if we're going to sit up here all day and chop now. The fun and games might be over, folks. They might well be over. Head on brick wall time if we're going to go back into these zones. They might want to lift to, where's previous day's value? Previous week 740, maybe. Maybe they test the weeklies. Maybe. Look at this. Every little, tiny little dip is being soaked now. This is just like yesterday. When they're done with it, it's going to be so nasty if they're done with it. But this feels just like yesterday at this point. Sellers coming in, and they're starting to be done with it now. Maybe back down to VWAP now, and then we just see what happens. So let's see what happens if we come back down to 530s-ish, 550s, 530s. If they don't absorb here. The problem now is we are now in a full rotation, right? If we think about initial balance, value, we can do this now. This is not what I wanted to trade today. But with squeeze up, I wouldn't be surprised if they need to test this and possibly this before making a bigger decision. Still seeing some absorption on the tape. ES just caught a bid at New York Open. Just caught a bid at New York Open, the ES. They'll leave it for Asia session to go lower. Yeah, fuck. I'll be very upset if they do that third day in a row. I mean, it's very hard for me. I live in Los Angeles. I have to sleep. Look at this absorption down here. Jesus Christ. Hello, mate. Who's this guy that's turned up? Wow. Wow. Mr. 580's just turned up, has he? Well, let's see if he leaves the tape, because that was non-stop then. Let's see what happens when you get tested at your lows, buddy. Here they come. They're going to test you and see how much size you've got. How big are your bollocks, son? Here's your level. He might be about to get taken out. He's become a pop seller by the looks of it. They're selling into him. Still some absorption here. Or I think he's close to being in a lot of pain here if we break under 70. Oh, good effort, mate. This guy's relentless here at 80s. He wants 610s by the looks of it. Where does he keep coming in? 77s? He might be about to get taken out here. If they take him out, we're going to go 50s real quick and then test the 30s. Still no trade set up for me here. It's very, very risky with this amount of size being churned over. He wants 610s. He wants that fillet 10s. Here he goes. Mate, that is, I'm telling you, that's seriously impressive, the absorption that just went on there at 580s. Seriously, seriously impressive. And you can see it. CVD moving down and prices moving up. Massive absorption into 580s. Yeah, he's got massive cojones. He definitely has. He definitely has. It's basically the 575 on SPY, right? So we're above negative gamma now. This is all options, guys. It's the one thing that I don't like about this market. We react so much off to the options levels now. I have to actually plot them now, which is ridiculous, but that's just how it is. They move the market so much now. Look at this like yesterday. Does this look familiar? Does this look familiar? It does to me. Is this what we're going to get for the rest of the day? I fucking hope not. I really hope not. It looks that way right now. All right, well, while this fucks around, I'm going to go to the toilet because I can't do anything with this. Oh, they're still lifting. They want previous week low, IB high. Look at this absorption again. Jesus, massive battle here. Big aggressive selling still being absorbed up here. It is still being absorbed up here. I'm not long in this market. I don't fucking give a shit how high it goes. I'm not long in this market. It's way too dangerous to be long in this. Not for me, mate. We can come and test previous week's value if we want. This is the big node, this grey node that we're in now. And I'll make sure that's accurate to there. There we go. It's where we failed from this morning. It's from the developing week node. If we go through this node, then there's a lift to 750s, right? Previous week's value. There's a lift up here. This should be red. Right, there's a lift up there. It's going to feel very dangerous starting to short up at those highs. We're getting very close to a 700 reclaim. Rebalance the overnight move. I mean, that would require a move back to almost 25,000. I mean, let's hope not, because we haven't finished the auction at the low yet. Let's hope we're not going back to 25,000, because then, oh my God, I mean, week number 4 in the same bullshit is what that says. We don't want that to happen, folks. Not without cleaning out the lows. Still they push. This is insane. Insane here. Insane bid. All from Microsoft's being turned on, reclaiming 400. Buyers caught up there. You're gonna come all that way and not clear out, are you? Don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe we come all this way and don't clear out. This is a really ugly tape to watch, though, I'll tell you that much. Still absorbing. They are still absorbing. Even though buyers are caught, they are still absorbing here. And still they absorbed again. They're not done with this. They are not done with this, guys. This is fucking insane what I'm watching at. Someone's like, buy, 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 buy. Literally the whole fucking way up. There's no pullback. These are not pullbacks. These are fucking micro moves. Buy, 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 buy. And when he's done, he's going to go, fuck you, and tank it. Watch. This is the most big manipulation you've seen. Buy, 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 buy. Everyone's going to buy, and then he's going to go, I'm out. These swings are just so fucking big each day, even in a ranging market. They are so fucking big. It's insane. Well, VIX is back to 25 right now. Yeah, it hit 28, but I think 35 is where it's trying to go for this quarter. I really do. And it's at 25s now. If it loses 25s, it can go all the way back down to 22s and fill the gap. Mad as that is, that's the market we have right now. And it's starting to slow down up here. You kind of just want to see it clean out the levels and then make a decision at this point. Is he done with it? Is he done with it? How have you not taken out the highs and still not be done with it? Come on. What do I mean about clearing out the levels? I mean about clearing out the levels. Clearing out, a clear out of the levels, running them out of the market before they do anything else. Look at this rotation. Seriously. Seriously, are we going to do all this all day? It feels like it. Feels more and more like we're going to do a really bad day today. Seriously, you're not going to clear out? I don't believe you. I do not believe you. I do not believe you. Back to the psychological 600. If they trade under here, we're going to go back to VWAP. I can't believe that they're not going to take out high of day at this point, but it looks like they're not. The selling's coming in pretty strong at these levels again. Back to the 600. Same levels they sold from earlier. I would prefer a clear out, but this is all bullshit and manufactured, and this can still happen. Big selling at these lows. Under the 600, they might just start tanking this now, folks. They might start tanking this now without clearing out. So I'll look to join potentially if it sets up. What a shit show of a market when we go into range. This is... Man, day number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, let's watch then if they let go. If they don't rebid here, it's night-night. Like I said, this is all manufactured. This is a squeeze bid, squeeze bid, squeeze bid, and when they're done with it, they will just fucking tank it. This is all nonsense. This is all nonsense to pair off, to trap retail, to sell. Same as every time. They just managed to do it really big. All right, so if we see a backside move here, we're going to go right the way back down. And no, I'm not joking. I'm deadly serious. We're going to come right the way back to these levels. We'd prefer them to do it to here and then do it. Would be much better. They're letting go of it already. We're going to get pukey here. Can feel it. One more pop, and then if they resell it, it's going to be night-night. I'm going to look to fade the next pop maybe if I see buyers come in and get caught. I want to see there's a little imbalance here. I want to see it come up to 600 and see how we act. Yep, there's the imbalance fill. I'll put a piece on here, see if we get follow through. Versus 6. Maybe I'll go versus 605. We will see. Fuck off, seller at 610. What are you doing? Look at this guy spoofing at 610. On, off, on, off, on, off. Go away. Let's go. Just let it go now. Just let it go now. Just let it go. You've done it. You've just trapped them all. Just let it all go. Bye-bye. 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 Get under the grey box. Let it all go. Let's come back to 27s. Enough of your games. Enough of your games. This guy here at 80s again. Fuck off. Just let it go. You're out of position now. You've done what you needed. Honestly. Honestly. Stop. Relentless games on the tape. Well, I'll risk 605s. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And they'll go for that new high after doing quite a deep pullback. For the clear out, which we would have preferred in the first case. I'm just surprised they didn't do it in one shot. Oh, here they go. Oh, you needed to rebid 80s, did you? Okay, mate. Out of this now, and we'll see if they come and take this all out now. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. What a tape. What a tape. You took the longs at 80s. Yeah, you might get your clear out now. You might get your clear out now. I took a break even, basically. Paid myself a little bit and then took the cut. You might get your clear out of that high now. I'm just questioning at this point, are they going to come and test weekly value? If we get inside this, I'm walking away for the day. I'm telling you right now, if we come inside this, I'm walking away for the day. I'm not going to trade inside previous week's value. There's just no fucking way I'm trading that. Not for another day. Like, not another day am I trading back in that same range again. No chance. They can do their bullshit in there for everyone else. I will wait for us to move out of that range, and I will play the upside or downside. I'm not trading that bullshit weekly value range anymore. We've been there. This is week number 4 there. I'm just not going to do it. It is not going to happen. No, thank you. Still they're squeezing. Oh my God. They want 60s now. They want 80s now. They're now adding up at 80s. Look at this fucking nonsense. Yeah, it is too aggressive to short. They had a chance to break down and they didn't. I thought they were going to pull the bid. Like we talked about, the easiest short will be a clear out and then trap and then go. But we haven't cleared out still. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trading 700. I cannot say this enough, guys. I am not trading this bullshit. No. We either reject this and I play down. If we reclaim it, I am not trading in there. It's a hard rule. Look at this nonsense that happens in here. No chance am I playing that nonsense. You're on your own if you're playing that. I'm literally shutting down the screens and walking away. I said it to my Discord this morning. I am not trading inside that crap. All right? When we've broken away from it twice, if we reclaim it twice, I'm just not playing it. You're on your own, guys. If you want to play that shite, I don't know why you'd want to play that shite, but if you do, you're on your own. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir. So this needs to clear out at this point. This is just being ridiculous. Just hurry up and clear it out. Comes the tank. And they're going to rebid this again at the 600s. Can't believe they haven't cleared out. The games continue. God, arranging market is my worst nightmare right now. This can be the higher time frame second leg, though, like we talked about. I still think they can fade into it. This is current point of control on the week. There's a big reason for it to fail up here. But right now, for it to be an A+ scenario for the fade, we need it to come and take these, all right? And then we need to get short up here. We really don't need this to start developing up here. This is going to ruin all thesis. We need it to do this now. That's the only way I'm going to really touch this, is if we clear out those levels. Otherwise, it's going to become impossible to trade. We need a boost up and a fail. Clear out the levels, run the stops, and then tank it. That's what we need at this point. It is a bull buy side call over 35. There's no denying it. Right, everything over 35 is all buyers that are stuck, but maybe we can add to those buyers that are stuck. And we can watch 600 and 601 QQQ for the gamma levels. Where do I see the gamma levels? I have it on another chart because it will clog all this up. They're right here. There. This is where they're trying to get up into right now. Please come and clear out, for fuck's sake. All the liquidity's higher. Please, you have to come and clear out. You are going to make trading impossible for everybody, if you are just going to do this sideways bullshit up here, please market. I think everyone is sick of this shit at this point. Why do I feel like it's not going to do it? Why do I feel like we're not going to do the most simple clear out and then fade? Why do I feel like we're going to chop now for ages and ages and ages? Irrational. I mean, irrational is actually the move that it's doing anyway. It's already irrational. This is all options. This is all bollocks. All right, I can tell you, this is all bollocks. Like I just told you yesterday, the move up yesterday was bollocks. It was for them to sell into. It's the same thing. It's just bollocks. It's just that they do it so quick and so aggressive, and then they just go, "Oh, we're going to sleep for a bit," and then we're going to go, Alex, go to bed, and we're going to open up the next day and wreck you. How much past 2650 apex threshold should I wait until I take payout? I mean, on what type of apex accounts are you, buddy? Are you on the old school accounts? Depends. If it's your first ever payout, I'd say take payout the moment that payout is available. You think they go 685 and dump it up to this put wall? Maybe. I mean, that's what I'd be looking for, something like that. But the longer we're here, the worse it is, because the more liquidity we're building out here. So the more we're going to have to be careful with these levels. They're already starting to fail a little bit here. They're coming back down to VPOC and VWAP. And if they lose that, they might really tank it. This point is just frustrating to even watch. The bids disappear and then start. There is someone playing games at these 80s. He's been there the whole time we've been here. Fuck off, you ICT knob. Get out. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. Get out of it. All right, here we go. I'm watching this again. Watching this guy at 80s if he leaves the tape. Would prefer the clear out, but I'm going to watch it in case he leaves the tape because this feels heavier now in this move into him. If he leaves the tape, we're going to tank. For Mr. Obvious ICT, order block, fair value gap, inverse value gap, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, man. You have no idea what you are talking about. All right, here comes the clear out. Nice. All right, go, go, go then. Turn it on. This actually feels like news. It's so big. Look at this liquidity coming in here. They're very close to clearing out the highs here, is what they're trying to do. And then we will see. Grind, 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 grind. This will give up at some point. Didn't even get to the clear out. Come on. Please, market. Please. I would like to have some fun today. Let's chat, Mr. Order block, so obvious, fair value gap, and first fair value gap, and blah, 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 blah. Waiting to see the clear out. Waiting to see that push up to 680, where real liquidity is lying right now. Make a decision once we get up there. Bro, 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 bro. Bro, all you got to do, bro, is one setup for life, bro, because the market does the same thing every day, bro. No, it doesn't. Nope. Nope, quite literally doesn't. All right, here we go. So we'll see these levels here, watching to see reaction. Potentially, they rip it up to previous week's value. All right, potentially. I will be looking for the moment that the buyers get themselves caught and looking to see if the tape shifts to aggressive sell. I know. IB low to IB high. I know it's wild move. It's the hourly second leg higher, and they might come and reprice to 750. I cannot rule that 750 move out, and it looks more and more probable right now. Really looks probable right now. They're in a giant squeeze. Gamma's shifted. Here comes the 600 to 601 check on QQQ. Here comes the rotation. They've got to clear out these guys. They're just dangling carrots. Here we go. First clear out done. Second clear out coming into 700. And then they've added 730s. All buying coming in here, which is what we want to see. Lots of buying coming in here. And when these guys are done with it, it will be fun. But at the moment, they're still absorbing while being aggressive as well. This is very impressive. How much fucking further can you send it, options traders? That's the question right now. Very far by the looks of it. They want value. I'm telling you, if we go inside of value, I'm done. And if we open up inside of there tomorrow, I will not even fucking stream. I would stay in bed. I'm done watching this. Here we go. We're coming for value. Here we go. All the way up to value. If they reclaim value, I will not fucking trade anymore. It will be the end of trading for me. No more trading today. And if we reclaim it, no more trading tomorrow until we move outside of it. I am not trading in this fucking range anymore. Here's the shift into it. They're still not there. They're very close. They hit the next gamma level. 25s on the dot. Look at that. They want 50s, or what is it? 35s? 53s. I actually have it at 37s on Ninja, so we'll see what it is. Well, we're getting close to that level. Very, very, very close. Big squeeze up, and when they're done with it, they're going to let this whole thing go. This whole thing will collapse. It is so impressive, man. Wow. Look how thin we go. Thin, thin. Amazing. Really good. Really impressive. All right, lots of imbalances here. Buyer's caught at the high. Last buyer was at 79s. Buyer above him is at 16s. We still haven't quite hit value, so I'm wondering if they can have one more shove up. Auction at the high does look good. Auction at the high looks very good. Oh, they're starting to sell it. They are starting to sell this thing. That was it. That was it, folks. All right, let's see then. Is there a way of getting involved now? Is there a way of getting involved now? We need a shove up to sell. This is where the last buyer came in at 80s. Still interested in this short side. All the time we're underneath previous week value. It's just whether they want to retest that value first. The last big buyer came in at 17s above. The last buyer we just protected was 80s. Underneath 80s, we will flush down to 50s pretty quick. And we're getting very, very choppy around here, folks. And QQQ just hit 601 and 600 in one push and got stuck. So those were the gamma levels we talked about. They need to stay under 600, really, for the shorts to have thesis. Otherwise, well, technically speaking, if they really wanted to send it for a gap fill, which would be mad, but it's possible. Right, getting very jumpy on the book here because they know it's massive level here. I'm watching this if we start to leave and go back inside, which we're starting to do. All right, peace on then. See if I can add on a pop. Nice hold of IB. Watching 700s. If we can fill this imbalance for an ad. Otherwise it would be a cut and then we'll go for 750s and then I'll look for the same trade. Don't slow down now. Don't slow down now. It will be tanking. It will tank. It's just, you have to understand, to get it, they don't want to sell lows at the moment, the funds, right? We're risk off, but they're not selling lows. They have to trap buys in to partner off and sell back into them over and over and over again. It's literally the play every time. Look at everything since this year. Everything is some form of bull trap. It's some form of bull trap. Every move is some form, higher time frame, lower time frame. Until we reclaim the top side of value and range on the higher time frame, right, we are in a sell. But I'm not going to sell inside value anymore. I'm just going to let them chop around inside value. If we reject value, like we're doing at the moment, I'm happy to stay sell side. If we reclaim value, I'm going to not touch it, just as a rule. Okay, back down to the IB high here. They let go of this. I'm still in this short. I wanted to add there at 700, but didn't quite get my limit filled for some reason. Like we talked about, I popped to 700, I'd sell. Didn't quite get my limit filled. Don't know why, but didn't. They reclaim 700, I'll be out because this would be a second attempt up there. I still think we've got a chance to pop and fail here, but they've got to get under IB, and they're protecting IB now, and we can rinse up to 730, 740 like we talked about. Seller coming in here, being absorbed again. Man, this is getting dangerous at these levels. This is getting very dangerous with this seller getting absorbed here. It needs to break, and it needs to break now. You got to break down now. Get back under IB and I'm comfy. Here we come. Get back under that and I'm comfy. Come. Come on. Stop holding previous week low. Come on. Still absorbing. They're just supporting a bid at 50s now. They're just stacking at 50s now. Oh, I don't like this tape. I'm going to just back off and let this try and work out. I've just got a little guy on. Break of sevens, I'll be out. Trying to play the rotation back inside after a ginormous squeeze out. But they might want value. Still they're absorbing. Man, this is a relentless bid. Relentless bid, just like yesterday. Wow. Orange man's talking. Is he really? Great. I mean, unless he's going to say the war's over, really, I'm not convinced much will change. All that matters to me right now is this. If we reclaim this, I'm done for the day because we were going to come up here and I'm not going to play this. I'm just not playing it. So I'm short versus these. All right, if they do this move, great. If they reclaim this, I'm done for the day. If we open up in here tomorrow, I will not trade it. Same for the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. All the time, we're going to open up in that range. I'm not going to trade it. It's a 4-week range up there now. So watching 700s. If they reject 700s, I can add. If they break through it, I will cut the whole thing. I didn't get filled on my first ad. Maybe I shouldn't even look for the second ad now, really. Oh, I'm getting frustrated with this market, man. How can we keep reclaiming range over and over and over again for over a month? Insane. No follow through in this market. Either way, I don't have to be short. I'm happy to play long follow through. Just get out of the range, man. Okay, rejecting 700s there, but sellers now stacking up there. Do they want to be filled there, or are they actually going to be aggressive and walk down? Last bid came in at 78, so under him, we can go back to IB. There's the bid guy. Right here again, right at these 80s. Back to 700 then. We're going to do 20-point rotations now. How big was that move? And now we're doing a 20-point. Straight up for 350 points. And now we do 20-point rotation. Out. Out then. I'll look for a re-add on a new position, but this is just silly now. This is silly now. Oh, God. Give him back there. Motherfuckers. Fuck me, mate. That's tape shift. How long we got left? 5 minutes. Oh. 5 minutes and then we do the Lucid giveaway. I know Trump's talking, we've talked about it, but like, unless he's going to say, we're cancelling the war, we're going to like not do it, there's, I don't really care what he can say. What's he saying? We'll continue to go forward. There was another hit today on a new leadership. Like, great. Like, we're going to bomb more. We're going to spend more of your money. We're going to make oil prices go even higher. Inflation's going to go even higher. We're going to go more risk off, and we're going to keep squeezing. Like, seriously, what do you expect him to say that's going to do anything positive right now? Iran's attacking countries that have nothing to do with what's going on. Okay, mate. Still, they're holding. This is really impressive now. This is identical to yesterday, which was an awful day to sit and watch, and it's the same now. Can't help but think they're just trying to get into this value area. Seriously. We'll do the giveaway. I'll announce how to enter the giveaway in a bit. Oh my god. Anyone in Discord will know this is my worst nightmare if we reclaim here. We've already reclaimed developing weak point of control now. They can now technically hold bids over 650. If they hold bids over 650, we can rotate this week's range back to 900s. That is my nightmare. If they hold bids over 650s, we can rotate this current week's range back to 900s, which will be my nightmare trade. Still, they're holding bids on the EMAs. It's insane. It is insane what they're being able to do right now. I'm so impressed. Technically, I can't really think about short, higher time frame now until we get back under that 650, I guess. Like, can play a starter position, but size can't really come on until we get under 650s, technically now. Because we've reclaimed the level. This is the second leg up. It was after a sweep, which is dangerous. The whole thing's dangerous now. 677 is the big buyer. 77 and 700. So 677 and 700 is where the big buyers have come in. And we're not moving away from them. We're just stuck in a little rotation. Under 77, we might flush to 50s. And then I can make a mind up if there's like something more to do. So here's 77 check. Still absorbing 77 for now. If they flush this, we're going to go and check IB in 50s. And then I can think about what the market might want to do. Still absorbing here. Wow. When's this guy done and out? Is this guy ever done and out? All right, under him. All right, let's see then. Do we get under 50s? Let's see where this big guy came in. Yeah, under 50s would be interesting. I've got a piece on here. Let's see. IB here. Can we let go of this? Still absorbing IB. Under 50s, I'm interested in adding more size if we stay heavy under 50s. Not before then. 44s. I want to be very careful because they can still rip this. But basically, I've got a feeler on, and I want to see if we're going to do one of these now. If they're done with it. If they're done with it. Why 50s? Because It's the grey box. This is our current week developing level. This is the chop zone. I need to see us move under this to let go. Right, on the higher time frame, we're still absorbing here now. This is the danger. Right, this is now the danger. We're absorbing this. This is your second leg. We didn't really want to get through this. They're going to need to do this now for downside. If they don't do that, they can afford this lift right up into here. And that is a very, very dangerous as someone looking for momentum downside to be thinking about anything in here, which is why I'm trying to ignore that level. So I'm sticking to my plan. And if it doesn't play out, that's okay. Seller coming back in at 77, trying to defend that where that buyer got stuck. So maybe we're going to get this move now. I've only got a little one guy on. Yeah, I know it's lunchtime, but I'm already in the trade. I know. We'll see. Nice, here we go. Come on. Nice. Let's go. Come on. Just fucking tank it. Get under value. Get under 50s. I've only got one guy on, so I'm either going to have to pull him off or it's going to puke and I can hold it. Here we go. Come on. Big seller coming in here. Being very careful here now because I'm seeing this strong selling. If we don't get move under, I'll cut. It's the 50s. So I'm absorbing there, taking that off. I can always re-add back on. That might be it for the day. If they're going to hold this level, then be careful. There's the absorption on 50s. All right. Well, they're telling me they want a whole point of control right now from current developing weeks. So got to be careful. Gave back a little bit of my profits there today, which was not fun. But it's okay. I'm still looking good. Still looking pretty. Let's do... Don't tell me you do it now. Let's do these giveaways. Right, let's do the course next. Let me set it up. And then we'll do... They might melt this now. If they let go, it'd be really fun for you. I'm out of it now. All right, just type course once in chat. We'll do that. Oh, this market is starting to really frustrate me. Just fucking 4 weeks of this crap now. I'm starting to get frustrated with this market. There's no doubt about it. I'm starting to get tilty on this market. It's starting to really piss me off that we can't see follow through. How much fucking negative news and catalyst do you need to see some follow through of some fucking liquidity? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, at least to me it's crazy. Maybe to other people it's not. Okay, let's pull these winners. All right, Russian 497, winner of the course. Are you here, Russian 497? Let me know you're here, Russian 497. Nice, dude. All right, just shoot me an email, info@flowzonetrader.com. We'll get you set up on a free course, introduction course, and give you a cheap access to the main course as well. Let's have a think what we can do. Look at this chop fest up here. Think about what we can do for Lucid. What's a good thing we can do, folks, for Lucid? I need to think of some kind of giveaway other than just typing it in. Yeah, you can buy the 2 hour separately. You can on the website, flowzonetrader.com. All the links at the top. Yeah, it's a 50K flex account. That's what we're going to give away. Let me have a look here. What we're going to do is a random number. All right. A random number between 1 and 100. And whoever gets it, it will get announced. So type once, random number between 1 and 100. Still no one's got it. I'll give you a clue. It's where I'd like to see NQ trade to. How's no one got it? Someone was very close. There you go. Let's just see someone got it. 24. First person. Mike. Oh, no. There's a guy above you got it. GN. Oh, it's announced as Patel. Okay, maybe someone else got it. Patel. Okay, Patel must have got it. I just saw it. That would be the first one. Patel, S2MS. Are you here, Patel? It probably just took a minute. Probably look, I didn't choose it. It probably took a minute to get it. Are you here, Patel? Nice, Patel. All right, mate. Just shoot me an email. info@flowzonetrader.com. I'm going to sort you out with a free Lucid Flex 50K account. Oh yeah, it's looking better now, but you're in lunch. It's just, you have to understand now, guys, like it's been really dirty how this set up. You have to understand the games that are being played here. This is the second leg to sell into, but they've now reclaimed this node here. Very, very dangerous now for the short. Very dangerous that we didn't take this. They've purposely set this up here to create liquidity. I think they will tank it, but they've just made it extra, extra hard for you now. All right, because they haven't taken this. They've stopped. Look how much this is about options. They've stopped at the options level. This is all being driven by options now. Everything in this market has been driven by options. This is the option squeeze. This is the negative play. This is where we probably want to come back down to and test. Like, they're fucking horrible the way that they do this at the moment. You know, listen to Antti Credele. He was the first one that said, like, ages ago, like, options have changed the market for futures traders. They have. The 0 DTE on the futures market has completely changed the way it moves now. It's just a fact. It's a fact. It's frustrating. For me, at least, I find it very, very frustrating. You can watch where this big seller came in at 64. So if they sell IB, you maybe get potential follow through downside. But if they reclaim IB, you'll be very careful that this isn't soaking off this level here, which is your higher time frame point of control, and that they don't do this. And this is the problem now. By coming up here and holding this, they've made it very, very dangerous to take a short. By not clearing that out and coming back down, they've left a target up here that it can go to. It's not by accident, right? It's not by accident what they're doing here. It's very much on purpose to construct the next move. It's very, very key. No, there's no top step promos, mate. There aren't any. Yeah, the amount of volume on the options is crazy. It's true. It's changed the game. Totally changed the game. Right, folks. That's it for me. I'd love the short, but I don't think I'm going to get it now. We had like one little move down and it held. So we'll have to see this afternoon. Maybe in Discord we can get something. I'll be more interested if we fail. If we do that, like I talked about, no trades. No trades if we do that. I'll just leave it alone. All right, folks. Can we just drop here? I mean, like I just talked about, look what you're in. You can't be, for me, I can't be short in here. It needs to get under it or over it and fail. I can't be short in this level. This is a big, big support level. And this is the rotation now. If you were short up here, you can hold in and hope it fails. Yes, but just be careful. Just be careful. They're not joking with what they do. All right, folks, big love. God, I'm frustrated with this market. Can't get follow through. Had some nice big winners this morning, but no further follow through. But maybe we'll get something this afternoon in Discord chat. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Please. Praying for it. Praying for it. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Big love.